What's up, everybody? You are very welcome along today. Chelsea entertaining Manchester United in another massive game in the Premier League. Welcome to viewers on both Hot Mic and on YouTube. How the hell are we? I hope life is treating you well, ladies and gentlemen. I can see the YouTube chat starting to fill up already. Ethan's in as well on Hot Mic. How are we, ladies and gents? Look, team news is in, and this is a pretty big game, to be fair. If Manchester United lose this game, then they're starting to fall away from that chase for fourth and potentially fifth place, and it is a fourth or fifth place. We don't know what the situation is going to be with Manchester City with regard to their participation in the Champions League next season. So, as things stand, fifth place could well get Manchester United into the Champions League next season. A win today puts them right into the mix. A draw, they're kind of there or thereabouts, but if they lose today, they are starting to fall away a little bit. And look, the team news is in, ladies and gentlemen. I'll go through it in a second. Welcome into everybody on both platforms. As I've said, give me your thoughts on both starting 11s and of course your score predictions for today's game. Patrick's already come in and gone 2-1 to United. They have set up to play on the counter-attack by the looks of it. We know that Chelsea are suspect on the counter-attack, so it's going to be intriguing. Am I going to be neutral for the commentary, asked Callum? Yes, because I've got no horse in this race, mate. I'm just doing this as a fan of football to see how the game goes and practice my skills of commentating and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm intrigued from this one. I genuinely am. Right, let me run through the 11 for everybody. And I suppose the big news from a Chelsea perspective is that Kepa has been dropped in place of Willy Caballero. 38-year-old Willy Caballero comes in to start. So it's Caballero, James, Christensen, Rudiger, Azpilicueta, Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic, Pedro, Michy Batshuayi and Willian are the starting 11 for Chelsea today. For United, it's David De Gea, Eric Bailly, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Fred, Nemanja Matic, Brandon Williams, Bruno Fernandes, Anthony Martial and Daniel James. Benches for both sides: Kepa, Alonso, Barkley, Zuma, Giroud, Mount and Tomori. And for United, Phil Jones, Juan Mata, Pereira, Igalo makes the bench, Dalot, Romero and Mason Greenwood. So I'm intrigued to see what you guys think about those starting 11s. United setting up with a 3-4-1-2 formation, or 5 at the back when they're defending, 3 at the back when they're attacking, with those two wing backs, Williams and Wan-Bissaka on either side bombing forward. So I was watching a little bit beforehand. I was watching some of the Monday Night Football, and Jamie Carragher was rightly pointing out that Chelsea are susceptible to a counter-attack and that United are pretty decent on the counter-attack. So I think this one is set up for a really intriguing game. Just over 10 minutes to go till we kick off. Ethan's prediction is 2-2. Robert O'Reilly over on Hot Mic reckons it's going to be a score draw. Oliver Brindle, how are you, sir? Welcome. And Callum LFC TV as well over there on Hot Mic. Welcome to you all. Scotty's going 2-1 to Manchester United, 3-1 to United for TJ Kinsler. Bailly, Brian, yes, Bailly is playing today for United because Lindelof is injured, so Eric Bailly gets a start. What have we got? T4L_Moose reckons that Greenwood will come on and score. I'm baffled as to why Mason Greenwood doesn't get more starts for United, because every time I see him play, he's somebody who I think is really exciting. It kills me to say that, but genuinely does look like a very good prospect. Sam Pal is up. What's up, Craig? Love you, boy. Love you too, pal. Thank you very much for the kind words. Yeah, and welcome. As I said, we're live on both platforms today. We're on YouTube as always, and we're always over on Hot Mic as well. So if you haven't downloaded the Hot Mic app and you don't know what Hot Mic is, what are you waiting for? Hot Mic's the future, ladies and gentlemen. Hot Mic is where you get to sync up my commentary via this cool little app with your television. So if you're watching it on Sky, for example, you get to sync up my commentary or your favourite commentator's commentary with your game seamlessly by hitting one click of a button. It is brilliant. Make sure, as you can see on the screen there, if you do download the Hot Mic app, please do use the code Anfield Agenda when prompted to on sign up, and make sure to give us a follow on there as well. To everyone that's already over on Hot Mic, thank you so much, ladies and gents. Make sure you share the stream as well. Let people know that we're live. Let people know that Hot Mic exists. And look, give me your score predictions. I'm genuinely intrigued to see how you're all feeling about this one. 4-2 to Chelsea, said Liverpool man. John Hamilton said it's a very defensive lineup from United. Yeah, look, there's pressure on both managers in this game, which is why I'm really intrigued to see what's going to happen. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Frank Lampard, two young managers getting their first season in the Premier League, full seasons. Both of them need to really try and get that Champions League place, or they could be under pressure already. Morad said, hi Craig, love you so much. You're a gent, sir. Thank you. Love you too, buddy. What else we got? If United lose this, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job could be at risk, said Patrick Silk. Look, obviously I want Solskjaer there as long as possible because I think he's an absolute shambles, and him managing the United to me is brilliant. I mean, it would worry me a lot more if they gave him the boot and Pochettino came in. Then I'd be a little bit more worried. Igalo, said Reese. Yes, he's on the bench for United today, Reese. Igalo, yes, the one that hasn't been in the Premier League for many a moon. Reese is going 500-0 to Chelsea. I think you're a little bit optimistic there, buddy. Just a tad. What will we got? Will we see in front of YouTube? I don't know what that means, Callum. With my commentary, yes. So the commentary on Hot Mic is going to be perfectly in sync with the game. No delays, no spoilers, and there is live chat over there as well. We're only 7 followers away from 500 on Hot Mic, which is amazing. And don't forget our promise to you guys. When we hit 40,000 followers on YouTube, we're giving away a €50 Amazon gift card. And when we hit 1,000 followers on Hot Mic, we're giving away a €50 Amazon gift card as well. Because we like to give back to people that support the channel. And we understand that you guys have a plethora of choices out there. Sino said, hi Craig, watching from Germany. Does Hot Mic work for me? It absolutely does, buddy. Works for everybody. Google Play Store, the App Store if you're an Apple user. You can put it on your iPad, put it on your tablet, put it on your phone. Syncs up my commentary perfectly with what you guys are listening to. You get some ambient background noises as well. There is a live chat function on Hot Mic for those that aren't aware of what it is. And of course there's a tipping function as well. Welcome to all our members over on YouTube from Anfield Agenda as well. Your support is so appreciated, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe how good you guys have been to us. So again, welcome. Vinny's in. I can see Mega Sting's in as well. Adam said, it's my first time over here and I love it. Over for on Hot Mic. Nice one, mate. Glad you're with us. Thank you for giving it a try. I think when people do realise how good of a product it is, it's the future. I feel like, what's that Peter Kay sketch? It's the future. Garlic bread. It's the future. Is this the Premier League, guys? Yes, mate. It is the Premier League tonight. Monday Night Football. Love it. I do love a bit of Monday Night Football. We're going to be live as well tomorrow, of course, for the Reds' trip to Atletico to take on Diego Simeone's side. We'll be live tomorrow from 7:30 on both platforms. So again, hope you can join us for that. And we're also going to be covering the Spurs Leipzig game on Wednesday as well. Again, over on both platforms. So loads of stuff to look forward to this week. Callum said, thoughts on Bruno Fernandes? It's very difficult because, look, you can look at the numbers that the guy was putting up in Portugal and they are impressive. I think they're record numbers for a midfielder. But then again, it isn't. This is the Premier League, it's not the Portuguese league. So he looks a tidy footballer. I've got to be honest about it. I mean, as a fan, if you're watching this and you're a United fan, you don't really care about the money. You just want to know that the player is going to improve your team. And there's no doubts that Bruno Fernandes will improve that Manchester United team. There's no doubt about it. If it'll be the hit that many people believe, hey, I guess time will tell, but we'll sit back and wait. From Chelsea's point of view, interestingly, I heard them say that the average age at the start of the season was 25. Now their average age at the starting line tonight, I think, is around 28 years of age. So, again, has Frank Lampard gone away a little bit from trusting the younger players? Has he maybe gone back to the old reliables? The likes of Pedro, Willian in there as well. So, I'd love to know your thoughts on that, ladies and gentlemen. Callum said, fuck YouTube, this is miles better. There you go, with regards to the Hot Mic. I love it, Callum, mate. Keep bigging it up, keep letting people know about it, and keep letting people know how happy you are on there, my friend. Right, I got some new trainers. Nice one, said Liverpool man. Always like a new pair of trainers. 2-2, said Scratch. What's this? Scratch Card Carnage said 2-2, mark my words. You've got 250 quid on it. Christ, mate, that's impressive. Fair play. Don't think I have the cojones nor the wherewithal or the means to be putting that much money in it. What's my prediction? Asks, what's this? Filmer the Memer. I suppose 2-1 to somebody. I know that's sitting on the fence, but I can genuinely make an argument for this to be 2-1 to Chelsea or 2-1 to United or a 2-2. I think United need to win more. That's what I will say. United, they've less wiggle room than Chelsea. If Chelsea win this game today, then they pull away 9 points clear of Manchester United, who are in 4th place. Chelsea, United down in 9th. A win for United moves them right up the table. And if 5th place is going to get you a Champions League spot, then it gives Manchester United a real chance. A loss today, I wouldn't say it's over for them, but it certainly puts a lot more pressure on them. Farrell said, hopped over to Hot Mic and shared, but still having a few issues, can't get it to work, so jump back to YouTube. Sorry to hear that, buddy. I know that the guys will want it to be seamless for you over there. So 8 PM kickoff, said Brian Morris. So yes, teams are in the tunnel at Stamford Bridge right now, waiting to get onto the pitch. I'm excited by this one. Simon's going 1-1. Pat said, like the setup. Thank you very much, Pat. Glad you enjoy it. I like to shake things up a little bit on the channel, as you know. So we went for the L black motif for this one, for the L image. Joanne, how are you, my friend? Welcome in. 5 minutes till kick off. Sound that alarm. Sound that horn. Sound that 5-minute klaxon. We always have that little joke on the channel. There's going to be loads of goals, said Megasting 1981, and Patrick Silk said he's so excited about tomorrow back in European action. I'm not going to lie, Patrick, mate. I'm pretty excited about it myself tomorrow night. Nothing like a bit of Champions League football. Rob Shepherd's in the house. How are you, buddy? Joanne Fisher as well. Jad's going for Chelsea because of his friend. Nice. Good a reason as anyway. Gypsy Brown said, do you think Liverpool will be handed the 13-14 Premier League title? I hope not. I know that probably sounds weird, but nobody wants to win a league title that way. So I always feel for people in the and I'm not comparing these two issues, but let's say somebody who won a gold medal in the Olympics and it was taken off them then because of steroids or whatever. I always feel sorry for the people that don't get that actual moment of real celebration. So no, I don't want Liverpool to be handed the 13-14 Premier League title in that way. Not at all. Can you clone yourself 19 times and let your clone support other teams? I'd like to see the Arsenal Craig. Yeah, what would an Arsenal Craig look like? I don't know, mate. I don't know what an Arsenal Craig would look like. Only 6 followers off 500, ladies and gents, on Hot Mic. Download that app, Google Play Store, App Store, on your device, whether it be your iPad, whether it be your Samsung tablet, whatever it might be. Get over there, download Hot Mic. You can see the code on the screen. Anfield Agenda, all one word, all capital letters. Make sure you give us a follow on there as well. Right, we're getting close to kick-off here. Keep your score predictions coming. I'll do my best, as always, to take you guys through the game. And yeah, for those of you warning, or a bit of a warning, I use a lot of bad language. Probably won't be too bad today because Liverpool aren't involved, so I don't really have a horse in this race with regard to that. So I won't be screaming at referees as much. Anthony Taylor, by the way, is the referee taking charge in today's game at Stamford Bridge. What have we got? TJ said phone. Works on your phone, mate, 100%, without a shadow of a doubt. Craig, care to go through the teams, please? I've already done it, mate, but yes, happy to go through it one more time before we kick off. No problem whatsoever. So the big news for Chelsea is Willy Caballero starts instead of Kepa. So Caballero in goal, James, Christensen, Rudiger and Azpilicueta. Midfield trio of Kante, Jorginho and Kovacic. And then up front, Pedro, Batshuayi and Willian. For United, David De Gea in goal, Bailly, Maguire and Shaw. Bailly playing obviously because Lindelof is injured. Then it's Wan-Bissaka, Fred, Matic, Williams, Bruno Fernandes, James and Martial. On the bench for Chelsea, Kepa, Alonso, Barkley, Zuma, Giroud, Mount and Tomori. On the bench for United, Jones, Mata, Pereira, Igalo, Dalot, Romero and Greenwood. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back, relax, enjoy the game. Love a bit of Monday Night Football. Let me know where you're watching in the world, by the way, on both platforms. I genuinely always love to hear where people are watching us from. And I'll do my best to keep you up to date with what's going on in the game. Patrick said Stamford Bridge is a good stadium, top 5 Premier League stadiums. Anfield, top 3. Mate, Anfield's numero uno. You should know that by now, buddy. Without a doubt, Anfield's the best. I have to say, I went to Spurs Stadium actually when we were over in London recently. And it's impressive. I'm not going to lie about it. It is an impressive stadium. Really is, like, top notch. Even I think it was like a pint and a pie for a fiver as well, which was pretty damn good. Watching in Wales, Cal, nice one. In Ireland for TJ, nice one, buddy, thank you. I think it's Albania. Where's John Hamilton? Alba. Where's Alba? I don't know where Alba is, mate. Interesting today. Keep an eye on Bruno Fernandes. Let's see if he has a massive impact on this game. As much of an impact as United fans believe he will have. We're only 3 followers off 500 now on Hot Mic. You absolute legends. Thank you. To those of you that are over there, hope you're enjoying the platform. Remember, there is a live chat on Hot Mic, so keep your comments coming on there as well. I'll do my best to read them out as and when I can. For those of you joining us for the first time, we are a very interactive show. We try and interact with you guys as much as possible, as well as, of course, keeping you up to date with what's going on in the game. Right, we're moments away from this one starting. Sit back and relax. United playing, I think, from left to right in your screens. Depends which way this camera is about to pan now. Yes, United playing from left to right. Just waiting for Anthony Taylor to blow his whistle and get this game underway. Keep your predictions coming, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. And, of course, your thoughts on what you're seeing in front of you. Right, we're underway. Fred immediately knocks the ball over to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw playing in, I suppose, a back 3 for United, which will become a back 5 when they're defending. Williams now. I'm going to get Williams and Shaw confused so many times, both of them with that beautiful big head of blonde hair. Harry Maguire now, out to Luke Shaw. Inside to Fred. Fred under a little bit of pressure, back to Shaw. It'll be interesting to see who starts quicker here. Williams stumbles his way through midfield, out to Fred on that left-hand side. Fred immediately goes long looking for the run of Daniel James, but Rudiger does well, comes across Christensen, who I like as a player actually, Christensen. I thought he would have got more game time for Chelsea this season. Chelsea immediately switched to play over left-hand side now. Azpilicueta carries it forward. He's under pressure, turns back, gives it to Rudiger. And Rudiger plays it at left-hand side to Kovacic. Back to Antonio Rudiger. Bit of pressure from Daniel James. Kovacic now comes. Again, pressure was coming. Ball out right-hand side. James. Jorginho. That's an awful pass from Jorginho. Straight out of play. Not the start of the game he'd be hoping for. Do you remember when they signed Jorginho? People thought that he was like the next greatest thing. They thought that he was going to absolutely dominate the Premier League. Hasn't really happened for him, to be fair. Right, throw into United, left-hand side, pretty much on the halfway line. James has won it back. Cameraman, for some reason, decided to stay panned into the crowd when the game was in action. It's back with Caballero now. He takes a couple of touches. Tells defenders to come close to him, but then looks like he's setting up to go long. Caballero does go long, out towards that left-hand side. Batshuayi falls down, referee says play on. Luke Shaw now plays the ball back to David De Gea. De Gea launches the ball out left-hand side towards young Williams. Does well to keep it in play. Fernandes presses, but James wins it back. Jorginho now for Chelsea. Batshuayi. N'Golo Kante, first touch for him. Williams, Fred, Matic now. Matic carries the ball forward, tries to play it into Daniel James, but Rudiger gets in there ahead of him. Bailly now for Manchester United. He carries the ball forward, looks out right hand side. Shocking! He's dispossessed by Pedro. Pedro now, left hand side of the United penalty area. United get bodies back. That was awful from Eric Bailly. Awful. I know he hasn't had much game time this season, but that was a simple pass. Kovacic now. United have turned it back over. Eric Bailly rolls it out to Daniel James. Immediately Chelsea press and close him down, and it goes out for Manchester United throw in right hand side. It's been a quick start to this game actually from both sides. United I think United would be under more pressure. Would I be right to say that, ladies and gentlemen? For them, this would give a 9-point gap between them and Chelsea if they were to lose today. Williams now goes down that left hand side of United, a bit of space ahead of him. It's pinched by James. James now on the march for Chelsea down that right hand side. Bit of pressure on him and he's forced back. Christensen, Kovacic spreads the ball across left hand side to Rudiger. Rudiger out to Azpilicueta. That's what a player he's been in the Premier League, by the way. Whether you're a Chelsea fan or not, I think it's only right that you pay respect to Azpilicueta, because he has been a very consistent performer over the years. Right, throw in now. United take it quickly. Nope, they don't. They slow it down actually. Wan-Bissaka throws the ball inside to Matic. Matic out left hand side now to Williams. Williams has a couple of touches. He's starting to get a lot of faith shown in him, isn't he, young Williams, by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Maguire, Bailly. For me now, if I'm Chelsea, I'm targeting Bailly. He looks like he has a mistake in him. De Gea is forced to go long. Ball spread out left hand side. Martial lets it go straight out without even challenging for it, and it's a throw into Chelsea. We've passed 500 subscribers or 500 followers on Hot Mic. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for your support. Don't forget, as soon as we hit 1,000 followers on there, we're giving away a €50 Amazon gift card. Right, Reece now in that right back position for United or for Chelsea, plays the ball down the line. Luke Shaw comes across and puts it out under pressure from N'Golo Kante, throw into Chelsea right hand side. That Chelsea jersey is horrendous. It reminds me of, the covers on a Publix bus, a London bus or a bus, just a public transport bus. It looks horrendous. And I mean an older fashion bus as well, not the new ones. Christensen now for Chelsea. Spreads the ball across left hand side to Azpilicueta. Wan-Bissaka comes and puts pressure on him. Pedro now, back to Rudiger. Rudiger under a little bit of pressure goes back to Willy Caballero. Touch from him, plays it at right hand side to Christensen. Again, United are pressing quite well, putting pressure on all the Chelsea defenders. Caballero now, Bruno Fernandes goes to press and Caballero launches it long towards Pedro. It's won in the air by Eric Bailly. Azpilicueta now. Chelsea player down on the ground, but play goes on right hand side. James to Willian. Willian has a couple of touches. He plays it back to Christensen. Christensen to Kovacic. Kovacic spins. Goes past two United players far too easily. Kovacic now gives it that left-hand side to Azpilicueta. He cuts back in on his right foot. Kovacic switches to play across right-hand side to James. James, strike. Ooh, that couldn't have been far away. Must have been inches away. He's asking her to take a deflection. Good strike. Don't know if David De Gea had it covered. We'll see on this replay now. James, edge of the box. Good, true, clean strike. You had De Gea beaten, you know. Ooh, close. This angle will give us a much better. It did take, he's right. It took a little nick. Oh, that was not far away at all. Half a yard away and De Gea wouldn't have got there. United quickly take the goal kick. Williams was dispossessed but does well to win it back. Luke Shaw, little flick into midfield. Fred now picks it up under pressure by N'Golo Kante. He's surely fouling him. Kante. Martial now. Back into Matic. Luke Shaw. Harry Maguire, the world's most expensive defender. It makes me laugh every time I say that. Ball down the line from Williams. Martial now gets a chance to have a run at Christensen. Does well and it goes out for Manchester United ball. Let's get 35k, only 500 subs away, said Patrick. Only 400 and something away, mate. We're getting close. So if you are enjoying the stream on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up as well. 9-0 to Chelsea, LFC Sean said over on Hot Mic. Right. Corner here to Manchester United. It's taken short. Fred. Ball back. In towards the far post. Maguire gets that massive head of his on it, but it's cleared. Breaks only as far as Williams now, right hand side of the penalty area. He pulls it back. It's cleared by Kovacic. Pedro now, chance to counter for Chelsea. Good footwork by Batshuayi. Willian now has some space down that right hand side. Chelsea getting runners forward. That's an awful pass, man. Awful. Willian had a simple ball through to Batshuayi. Again, the final ball. How many teams frustrate their fans with that last ball? Martial now for United on the counter. Spreads it at left hand side to Daniel James. I think that's the longest Daniel James has ever stayed on his feet. Matic. Bruno Fernandes now. Plays the ball back to Fred. United quite patient here, just knocking it round, trying to drag Chelsea out of shape. Shaw goes down that left hand side. Ball inside to Martial. Left hand side of the United penalty or the Chelsea penalty area. Kovacic steps in and wins it back. Batshuayi now. Nice little reverse pass into Kovacic. Chelsea have a chance to counter. There's no support. Where's the support? Azpilicueta comes down now, down that left hand side. Ball back into Kovacic. Again he turns Fred far too easily. Pedro now. Ball at right hand side to Willian. Good footwork from him. Strike! And away. It's not a great strike from Willian, but again, that left hand side of Manchester United's defence seems to be where Chelsea are targeting. Daniel James had a shot, or not Daniel James, excuse me. Reece James had a shot a moment ago from that right hand side, and this time Willian cuts in. I say Willian because in my head I call him Willian because that name just sticks in your head. So Willian, whatever you want to call him, Willian. That wonderful, super talented Brazilian footballer who everybody thought was on their way to Spurs, but then did a bit of a U-wee at the last minute. Him. Oliver Brindle, how are you, buddy, over on Hot Mic? Welcome. Just like the stream, said Patrick. Right, the reason I'm having a little chat, by the way, is because N'Golo Kante is down at the minute, looking for a bit of treatment, so we have a chance to dip into the chat and see how everybody's feeling. How are we, ladies and gents? Let me know where in the world you're watching. Give me your score predictions. James O'Driscoll's gone 3-1 to Chelsea. John said, ooh, just downloaded Hot Mic, loving the difference in quality, and hello from Canada, originally from Galway. Welcome, John. Thank you. And I'm glad that you're enjoying Hot Mic, mate. I knew that once people gave it a chance, they'd see the difference. They'd understand why we've been pushing it so much. It is the future of fan broadcasting. Maybe even not just fan broadcasting. Hot Mic, one of those things that when you heard about it and you see it, you were like, damn, why didn't I think of this? It's one of those things, and it's often the simplest ideas that are the best. So yeah, go over it. Still time, ladies and gentlemen. Download the Hot Mic app. Put in the code Anfield Agenda. It is invite only at the minute, which is why we need that code. Get over there, sign up, give us a follow, boom. Enjoy it. Is it on Sky? It is, man, like Allison. I'm watching it now on Sky Sports main event. 2-1 to Chelsea, said Joseph Murphy. United don't look good so far, said Patrick. Chelsea going to be forced into an early change here. Losing N'Golo Kante is a massive loss. N'Golo Kante is just an uberly talented footballer. Nothing but good things to say about the lad. If you're a Chelsea fan right now, yeah, this is not the sight that you want to be seeing. Kante going off the pitch this early. What, it'll be 10 minutes into the game and he's going off already? It'll be interesting to see. Frank Lampard looking at Jody Morris now, telling him to hurry up and get a player sorted. Meanwhile, it's Maguire who's carrying it out for United. Plays the ball across right hand side. Looks like it's Mason Mount that's getting ready to come on. He's getting stripped on the sidelines now, getting ready. So as things stand, Chelsea are down to 10 men. Will United look to capitalise while they're getting a player ready? Maguire. Ball across to Matic. He spreads it back out left hand side to Luke Shaw. Shaw carries it into the Chelsea half. Inside to Fred. Outside to Williams. Back to Shaw. Again, I'm surprised United aren't trying to go for the throw here while Chelsea are down to 10. Bailly. Right hand side. Looking for options. Back inside to Fred. As things stand there, you can see Fernandes is in the pocket between the two lines, but United were too slow to get it to him and now that gap is closed. Williams, left hand side. Fernandes, back to Shaw. Out left hand side now to Anthony Martial. Fernandes. Little 1-2. Bruno Fernandes. Fred, strike, blocked. Goes out for a corner. That was good, intricate play around the edge of the Chelsea penalty area there. Nice little ball. Fred, little interplay. Couple of passes with Bruno Fernandes. Has a strike. It's blocked by the Chelsea defender and it goes out for Manchester United corner. Right, here we go. Another Mason Mount is on now, by the way. Chelsea have made that substitution. Mount is on for Kante. Right, corner to United. Down there, left hand side. Looks like they're going to go right into the box with it this time. It's flicked on at the near post. Breaks to Williams. Will he have a strike? He does. Right across goal. It's cleared by Chelsea. Shaw under a little bit of pressure. Goes to Eric Bailly, who wasn't Bailly actually, sorry. Who was it that was back there? Aaron Wan-Bissaka just hoofs it away. Shaw now for United. Gives it out to Eric Bailly, right hand side. Harry Maguire. He tries a diagonal ball across field. It's a nice ball in fairness to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes, no support. He's forced back inside. Williams. Again, some nice little play here by United. A few nice little triangles to open up the space. Fernandes tries to flick it on to Martial. It's cleared by James, though, down that left-hand side. Throw into United. Right, 13 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Both teams have had a sniff of goal. They have had a couple of chances, so it looks like this is set up. I think there's going to be a few goals in this one. I really do. Jacob said 25 points. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Isn't it great sitting up at the top of the table looking down? I have to say, it's time to gloat. Why not? Ed Woodward is at this game, by the way. Cameraman has just panned to see him in the crowd. Foul throw. Foul throw. Mental. How can a professional footballer do a foul throw? We see it so many times. They're just too nonchalant about it. Right, referees awarded the throw to Chelsea anyway, about 10 yards inside the United half, right hand side. James to take it. Batshuayi, he's dispossessed too easily. Matic, Fernandes now, he spins, plays the ball towards Anthony Martial. Back with Fernandes. Daniel James has it now in the left channel for United. James, left hand side of the penalty area, looking for runners, plays the ball across, too far ahead, and it goes out for a goal kick to Chelsea. Again, final ball is always the most difficult one, isn't it? Good play by United. Get in down that left hand side. James uses his pace, then cuts inside into his right foot, tries to pick out Martial. He's kind of blocked by Rudiger, but not in an intentional way. It was just that it just happened to be there and couldn't get past him. Anyway, Caballero, will he go short? He does. Rudiger now. Pressure on by Daniel James. Rudiger out to Azpilicueta, and he launches the ball long into midfield. Bailly flicks it on. Maguire then. James does well for United and then gives it away. Kovacic. Ball inside to Jorginho. Jorginho back to Caballero and he launches the ball long. Eric Bailly's underneath that one. It's turned over again though. Mason Mount now. Chance to have a run at that United defence. Gives it out to Batshuayi, left hand side. Michy Batshuayi now cuts inside onto his right foot. Little 1-2. Can you keep that in play? He keeps it in play and then slips. That's how many times do we see that actually? Do the hard work, keeps it in play and then loses his footwork and it goes out for United goal kick. It was close though. It was close. It was a good ball from Jorginho. Right. Maguire now for Manchester United. He plays a long ball out left hand side looking for Anthony Martial, but Christensen wins it and knocks it down to James. Jorginho spins inside. Back to Caballero. Caballero launches it long into midfield. It's knocked down by Pedro. Now Kovacic has it. He plays a long ball over the top. I don't know who was looking for the run of Pedro maybe, but it was well over hitting the goal through to David De Gea. .15 minutes, 16 minutes now gone at Stamford Bridge. Still Chelsea 0, United 0. In what is quite a big game in the race for the Champions League places. Rudiger now knocks the ball back into midfield. Matic, Willian to James. James under pressure. Does well. Spins right hand side. Plays the ball down the channel. It breaks though. Williams. Matic now for United. He's got space ahead of him to run into. No support though. Eventually gets it from Fred. Fred looks out right hand side. Plays the ball out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He cuts in. It's a horrible pass from him, and now Chelsea have a chance to counter down that left hand side. Pedro waiting for support and eventually comes from Azpilicueta. He throws the ball into the box. Wan-Bissaka does well to track back and it goes out for a Chelsea throw in left hand side. About 10 yards away from the corner flag. Ian Greenstreet, you're watching from Lincolnshire, mate. Welcome. Great to have you with us. Pedro now. United left hand side of the penalty area. Ball in. Cleared. Wan-Bissaka heads it away. Azpilicueta, he shits the bed and the ball goes out for a goal kick to United. Mola's in as well. How are you, buddy, on YouTube? Welcome. I love to know where people are watching from, so keep letting me know, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're on Hot Mic, whether you're on YouTube. Let me know what part of the world you're watching. And if you are on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. We're nearly at 35k. We need your help. Aaron Wan-Bissaka now for United. To Matic. He's under pressure. Goes back to Eric Bailly. Bailly rolls the ball across to Harry Maguire. Shaw. Fred. Tries a quick ball down the channel to Martial on that left-hand side, but Christensen gets across and hooks the ball back upfield. Williams. Good touch by him. Plays it back to Luke Shaw. Maguire. I have a feeling, I don't know why, but since this game has started, I have a feeling that one of the goals are going to come from a mistake. Feels like there's a mistake in this game somewhere. Joey, you're in Bray, mate. Nice one, not too far away. Ball down that right hand side now. Daniel James tries a little flick, but Azpilicueta does well to get back. Chelsea do well to work it out now, left hand side. Rudiger. Kovacic. Finds a bit of space, runs across from left to right now. Looking for options. Gives it out to James. Touch back inside from him. Kovacic. Spins into midfield. Dispossessed by Fred. Good play by him. Oh, I should have released it sooner. Fernandes though comes and picks it up. Anthony Martial now. He gives it back to Fred. Fred lays it off. Ball worked out right hand side to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Bruno Fernandes. Fred. Well won back though by Chelsea. Mount dispossesses. Mount carries it forward now. Batshuayi. Williams available right hand side. Gives it to him. United get numbers back. Chelsea look to get bodies forward. Pedro has it now. Has a run. He's blocked off. No, I agree with Anthony Taylor there. He ran straight into him. There was nowhere that Fred could go. Matic. Bruno Fernandes now for United. He works it out left hand side to Williams. I do agree with the referee there on that decision, by the way. There was nowhere that Fred could go. I mean, you can't disappear. If a player runs straight into you, what can you do? Maguire now. Bailly. There's a mistake in Bailly. I'm telling you that now. If I'm Chelsea, I'm targeting him. Alan Thomas said, Craig just popped in to see how the smaller teams are doing. I love it, mate. I love it. Keep it coming. It's nice to remind them, isn't it, every now and again? What have we got? Mr. X-Ninja Hyper said, I'm with Man United in this match. Yeah, I don't really, as I said, I'm neutral and I'm trying to remain neutral. Ball back at Willy Caballero now. 20 minutes gone. Matic in midfield. Nice ball through the lines. Well played. Martial has it now left hand side. Works onto his foot. It's blocked by Rudiger. Willian comes back and gets it for Chelsea now. He spreads the ball at left hand side to Azpilicueta. Tries the ball down the line for the run of Michy Batshuayi, but Harry Maguire does well, comes across and clears. To be fair, I don't think Maguire caught Batshuayi there. Batshuayi's gone down. The Chelsea bench jump up and appeal. But look, I hate United, but I have to. There's nothing he could have done there. Nothing Maguire could have done. Completely accidental. He didn't stick his foot out to try and kick Michy Batshuayi. It was just an accident. And look, I'd love a chance to stick the boot into United. You know I would, but that was an accident. Nothing could be done about it. Don't know why the Chelsea bench jumped up demanding action. What did you guys think? Anyway, if you've seen it, what was your take on it? 508 followers over on Hot Mic, you absolute legends. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're enjoying the game. Thank you for joining us. James O'Driscoll said, hopefully Chelsea win the game. Watching from Liverpool, said Joseph. Boyer's in the house as well. How are we, Anthony? Dirty Maguire, he says. Dirty Maguire. Obviously, Anthony being a Leicester City fan. And of course, the camera pans the decision, no red card for violent conduct. Of course there wasn't. There was not even a chance of it. Willian now spreads it out right hand side. Mount gets the ball for Chelsea now. James. Willian. Mount. James goes on the overlap. Mount whips the ball into the box. It's cleared by Harry Maguire. Only as far as Rudiger though. Rudiger now goes for a little jaunt into the United half. Ball in. Ooh! Ball in. It was a lovely ball actually. Maguire did well to put a head on it and it goes out for a corner to Chelsea. But that was a nice ball by Rudiger. Ooh, just probably Chelsea player just offside. Batshuayi probably half a yard offside. But anyway, goes out for a corner to Chelsea as we stand. I believe their first one of the game. Mr. Ninja Hypers from Albania. Welcome, buddy. Ball whipped in towards the back post. Cleared by Martial. Mount whips it back in. Flicked on. Christensen nods it down. Ball across. Oh! Willian had the ball. He pulled it back at the edge of the 6-yard box. But it was just behind Batshuayi who couldn't control it. That has to be seen as a chance gone. Free kick to Manchester United now. Daniel James clattered into by his namesake. Or his, I don't know what you call him. Another fucking James. Put it that way. I mean, how can there be two fellas with the surname James on the same pitch? I mean, it's not that common. Anyway, free kick to United. Here's that chance again. Christensen nods it down. Willian pulls it back. It's just behind Michy Batshuayi and he can't quite direct it. Ian said I'm on both Craig, YouTube and here. Nice one, mate. Thank you for your support, Ian. For all the users over on Hot Mic, please do give me the feedback. I want to know that you're enjoying the app. I know I enjoy it when I use it, so hopefully you guys do as well. Martin said Hot Mic is amazing. The future, buddy. The future. Matic now for United. Whips it out left hand side towards Anthony Martial. Fred. Martial under pressure from Willian, but he does well. Good strength. Fred works it out right hand side now. Eric Bailly. Wan-Bissaka cuts inside. Good footwork by him, but he's then dispossessed by Azpilicueta. United have turned it back over though. Fred. Maguire. Back to Fred. He has to roll it back to David De Gea because he was under a little bit of pressure. First half possession so far, 46% to Chelsea, 54% to the away side, Manchester United. De Gea launches the ball long out left hand side towards Williams. It's won in the air by Reece though, and it goes, or Reece James goes out for a throw into United. I thought you were a Liverpool channel. Yes, I've explained loads of times, Jacko. We're trying to push and launch Hot Mic, mate. So we're doing streams of non-Liverpool games as well for the next week or two, just to introduce people to Hot Mic as a platform and show you guys how it works. So don't worry, once the stream's over on YouTube, it won't be kept up. We'll be taking it down. Unlike our Liverpool streams where, of course, we keep up. Right, bye. Matic. Back to Maguire. And yes, of course, we are a YouTube channel, my friend. And of course, we are a Liverpool YouTube channel, yes. But this is an important game, so we said, hey, let's cover it. Andy said world class. Thank you, buddy. Matic. Williams. Shaw. Good pressing by Chelsea. Williams under a bit of pressure. Puts it out. Throw into Chelsea right hand side. Craig, you're the best streamer on YouTube. Thank you, Patrick. You're a gentleman. I love the way you lie to me, mate, but it's a nice lie, so thank you. Cool Raid said, I'm a Liverpool supporter, but I want United to win in order for Sheffield United to have a chance at top 4. Imagine the scenes. Top 5, mate, could do it. Azpilicueta now. Ball infield. Pedro. Little ball in behind. Good chances. Mason Mount pulls it back to Batshuayi. Shits the bed. Shits the bed. Michy Batshuayi, hang your head, young man. Beautiful work. Pedro spreads the ball out left hand side to Mason Mount. Mount in behind Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Pulls it back to the penalty spot. Michy Batshuayi on his left foot. The goal gaping. And he side foots it. 2 yards wide of David De Gea's post? Can't be letting chances like that go. Lampard will be absolutely fuming at that. United can well and truly consider himself let off the hook there. Fernandes. Still Bruno Fernandes. He's dispossessed by Kovacic, but Kovacic can only help him forward as far as Matic. Back with Bruno Fernandes. He spreads it across to Harry Maguire. Maguire now spreads it out left hand side. Williams. Shaw. Again, lack of options for him. He's forced back to Williams. Fred rolls the ball across now to Eric Bailly. Bailly out right hand side to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. James now picks it up for United. Back to Matic. Wan-Bissaka right hand side. Good footwork by him. Gets to the byline, tries to put a cross in. Good block by Azpilicueta. Corner to Manchester United. What have we got? Joanne said we've done some of the other Champions League watch-alongs as well. Yes, we have. And normally we just do Champions League and Liverpool games. But because we're trying to let people know about Hot Mic, we're doing as many games as we can because we want people to see what an amazing platform it is for you guys to go over and check out. As well as, of course, on YouTube. Right, Fred here to take the corner for Manchester United. Cameraman gets in his way. Ball in. Cleared at the near post. Comes out as far as Bruno Fernandes now. He side foots it back to Fred. Whips another ball into the box. Caballero thinks about coming and then decides to leave it. Matic was trying to let that go out for another corner, but it's pinched. Mason Mount now carries it forward for Chelsea. They've got runners. Kovacic. Still Kovacic now. Spins out left hand side to Pedro. Ball back inside. Jorginho now. Pings along diagonal towards Willian, but it's an awful ball too close to David De Gea, who comes out and claims it. He rolls it out to Matic. Matic carries it forward now. Back inside to Fred. Fred rolls a lovely ball through to Bruno Fernandes, whose control lets him down and Chelsea managed to come away with it. Pedro tries a bit of a fancy flick, does well to just about keep possession. Jorginho back to Pedro. Rolls the ball across now to Christensen. Heading towards the half hour mark here at Stamford Bridge, still scoreless. Back with Willy Caballero. Again, Chelsea taking some chances at the back, but they're getting away with it. Rudiger now carries the ball forward. He's got a little turn of pace about him, to be fair, doesn't he? Kovacic. Azpilicueta back with Jorginho now. United get back into their shape. Ball out right hand side to James. Tries a little ball up. Batshuayi falls to the ground. Anthony Taylor wags his finger and tells him to get up. Martial. Mount has pinched it now for Chelsea. He's looked bright since he's come on, Mason Mount. Azpilicueta now, left hand side. Nice little 1-2 with Pedro. Still Azpilicueta. Gets to the byline. Pulls it back. Ball across. Well defended. Good defending that by Luke Shaw. Puts his body on the line. Fernandes now. Quick ball outside to Anthony Martial. Will he have a run? Why did he cut back? He's got pace to burn. It looked like he's no confidence. Why did Martial skin him down the left hand side there? It looked like he's just completely lacking in confidence. Kovacic now. Mason Mount. Good pace to this game. Pedro. Spreads the ball across left hand side. Willian just about keeps it in. James. Mason Mount. Back to James. He carries the ball forward. Good tackle. Well won. Well won by Fred. Bruno Fernandes now for United. Rolls the ball into James. He has pace. Look at left hand side. Williams now. Oh, well defended by Kovacic. Williams tried to pick at the run of Daniel James, but Kovacic did well. Tracked back and puts it out for United corner. Benjamin said, Hot Mike is sick, loving it, Craig. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, my friend. I knew you'd like it. I knew you guys would like Hot Mike once you gave it a try. Right, corner to United. I think it's their 5th of the game, if my memory serves me correct. Cal said, is the City punishment fair? Look, mate, I am but a fan. It isn't really my place to say. It'll be interesting to see if the Court of Arbitration for Sport holds it up. Ball in from Fred. It's cleared by Christensen. Only as far as Williams. Fernandes, he has a strike. Ooh, wasn't too far away that. It was moving in the air. I mean, we all know Bruno Fernandes likes a strike from distance. Wasn't afraid to hit that one. Caballero seemed to think it was going wide, but it'd be interesting to see if you see an angle from behind the goal to see quite how far wide it was. Anyway, goal kick to Chelsea. Caballero goes long this time. Maguire. It's up in the air. Williams does well. Gives the ball back to David De Gea. He's under pressure from Batshuayi. De Gea goes long. James nods it back down. Jorginho back to James. Ball out right hand side now to Willian. Back with James. He's a big unit, isn't he, James? Sometimes I forget how big certain players are. He's a big physical unit. Big, yeah. Imagine trying to stop him bombing down that right hand side. Christensen. It's the same actually when we had Jose Enrique down that left hand side for us. Big strong fella, like he was tough to stop once he got going. Pedro now. Willian spreads it out left hand side. Azpilicueta. Kovacic. Bit of a deflection that'll go out for a Chelsea corner. This game, I really am enjoying this as a neutral, I have to say. It's been played at a decent pace. Ian said, I'd say an own goal might settle this game. I did say there might be a mistake in there, buddy, I did. Right, here we go. United have conceded 8 goals from corners this season. Ball in. It's cleared by Maguire. Jorginho recycles it. Plays a little 1-2 with Kovacic. Gives it back to him. Kovacic now rolls the ball into Rudiger. Rudiger lays it off to Christensen. Back to Rudiger. Kovacic. Pedro. Under a bit of pressure. Back to Kovacic. And they work it at left hand side now with Jorginho. Jorginho, nice little ball inside the Kovacic. He tries a diagonal ball out right hand side to James, who takes it down on his chest. Gives it to Mason Mount. He tries to reverse pass it down the line. Williams comes across, puts it out, throw into Chelsea. Noel said Liverpool have no worries in the FA Cup against Chelsea. I hope we absolutely batter them, mate. The treble's on. We've got to go for it. We've got to. Mount now. Good footwork by him. Frees up a little bit of space. Rolls it through. Kovacic. Willian. He has his pocket pinched by Fred. Willian tracks back down, wins it back. Good play from him. Caballero. Rolls the ball out left hand side. Kovacic. He rolls it forward. Jorginho back to Kovacic. Mason Mount screaming for it. He gets it on that right hand side. James now. Options ahead of him. Cuts back inside. Rolls it across to Kovacic. It hits off Anthony Taylor, but he allows play to go on. Azpilicueta. Has a strike. It ricochets. A couple of ricochets. Matic. It's clear. Chelsea have it out to the box. Kovacic. What's Anthony Taylor given here? Corner kick again. Chelsea, good interplay in and around the box. So close to breaking down that United defence. Few ricochets. Matic then plays an awful pass. Allows Chelsea a chance to break through. Do you know what? I think Azpilicueta probably would have been offside there. Corner taken short. Willian. Oh, he goes down. Anthony Taylor has a decision to make. He gives a free out and he's going to book him for simulation. Lampard immediately looking for the iPad. Give me a look, give me a look. He's booking Willian for a simulation here. It'll be interesting to see the replay of this. I don't know. First impression is I haven't got a Scooby-Doo what's going on. Whether he did touch him or whether he didn't. Right, here we go. No, I don't think he did, you know. I think Anthony Taylor made a good call there, but we'll need a better angle. Again, ladies and gentlemen, please do give me your thoughts in the chat. He's booked Willian anyway for simulation. That much we do know. Yet to see a better angle than that. Here we go. Maybe this one. I don't know. That is close. I don't know if... Look, I can understand him not giving a free kick or whatever, but I thought a booking was a little bit too much for that. I don't know. Again, it's open to interpretation. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. John reckons it's a foul. I certainly think a booking for Willian is harsh. Martial now. Little 1-2 down that left-hand side. Martial. Strike. Wide. Should have done better. Good play by United to make the space down that left-hand side. Anthony Martial opens up his body for the strike, pulls it across goal and wide of Willy Caballero's left-hand post. It's good play by him, to be fair, but the final shot just wasn't great. Chelsea now take the goal kick quickly. Ball launched forward towards Bailly. Well done, Pedro. Rolls the ball in now to Michy Batshuayi. Good footwork by him. That was a dangerous sliding tackle from Shaw. He did well. But if he didn't get that right, that was a blatant penalty. But well done to Shaw, in fairness. Ball up the line. Rudiger puts it out. I'm baffled there hasn't been a goal in this game yet. I really am. Christensen. Kovacic, he's brought down by Fred. Anthony Taylor points. Free kick to Chelsea. Rod reckons United are fucked either way. Seems like they should give the players a valid emotional reason to run through brick walls rather than just a lot of money. James now. The wind blows and he falls over. Not unusual for him. Azpilicueta. Jorginho. To Pedro. Back inside. Jorginho. Tries a ball over the top towards Mason Mount. Good control by him, but it falls kindly for Williams. Matic. Nearly got caught out, but manages to find Luke Shaw. Shaw carries the ball down the line. Nice ball to Anthony Martial. Good ball back to him. Space now for Luke Shaw. He's only got one runner ahead of him. What the hell was that? The state of that! Luke Shaw, you absolute clown. What was the point of that? All the hard work was done. Lovely play down the left-hand side by United. Luke Shaw, I don't know what... I can't even describe to you what he was trying to do. Shit the bed is the exact phrase, but I don't know what he was trying to do. He wasn't trying to pick out anybody at the far post. It didn't look like a shot. It was awful. After a really good build-up play. Williams fouled now on the right-hand side for Chelsea. What was he at, honestly? Willian's down on the ground injured, clutching his right ankle. Keegan's in the house over on Hot Mic. How are you, buddy? Welcome. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this on YouTube and you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that subscribe button. We're edging ever so close to 35,000 followers on there. We need your support. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. And for those of you that have taken a chance and gone over to Hot Mic, I hope you're enjoying it. The feedback that we're receiving is that you are. So thank you. Leo, how are you, mate? Welcome in. Bye now. We'll have a proper chat at half-time, ladies and gentlemen. 6 minutes to go, plus whatever Anthony Taylor adds on. James. Jorginho. Works it out right-hand side. Back inside now. Jorginho. Space, mate. Run into it. Plays the ball out left-hand side. Can Kovacic keep that in? He can indeed. Again, no support. He's baffled. He's looking around. Where are my options? Jorginho. He's the same. Somebody make a move. Kovacic. Pedro. Chelsea have forced themselves backwards for their own lack of options. Rudiger now tries a long diagonal ball. That's a beautiful ball to James, to be fair. Beautiful diagonal pass. Willian. You can see United drop off every time he picks up the ball. Good defending that for Matic. Just steps across and wins it back. Pedro. He's been everywhere. He really is a bundle of energy, Pedro, isn't he? You can see why he's a manager's favourite with a lot of the managers he's worked under. Christensen, Kovacic, back to Christensen. He's put under a little bit of pressure. He goes back to his keeper. Again, interesting choice. Caballero starting ahead of Kepa. World's most expensive goalkeeper dropped yet again. When I did my La Liga team of the next decade, I did say in that team I think Kepa will end up back in La Liga, you know. Matic for United. Reverse pass to Fernandes. He falls on the ground. Mount. Willian. Oh, he's made Fred. Here we go. Batshuayi now. Back to Willian. Batshuayi. Lovely little backheel to Willian. He works it out to Mason Mount. Again, that last ball from Chelsea. They do all the hard work. Get the overlap down the left-hand side. And this time Azpilicueta can't pick out a man. Daniel James now. Turns inside. Dispossessed by Rudiger. Kovacic. Little ball inside now to James. He's got space on the right. Gives it to Mason Mount. What? Wrong ball, Mason, mate. Wrong ball. Martial now. Referee says no. No, he gives the foul in the end. I thought he was getting play on. Has he done Martial for a handball here? Has he done Martial for a handball? No, surely it's a free to United. Surely it is. Camera pans to Willian again, talking about that yellow card that he picked up for simulation. I think it was harsh. A leg went out. I think it was harsh. Whatever you talk about, maybe don't give a free, fair enough, but I think a yellow was harsh. Still waiting for play to resume here, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts. Neil before Klopp said 0-0, great. Maguire's over having a chat now with Anthony Taylor. Trying to lip read here to figure out what it is they're talking about. Obviously United aren't happy. Just a reminder, by the way, Chelsea were forced into an early substitution when N'Golo Kante had to go off injured to be replaced by Mason Mount. Oliver, no mate, it isn't 0-1. It's still 0-0 as things stand, buddy. 0-0. Hope it stays that way, said Neil before Klopp. Great stalemate so far, said Patrick. How dirty are the Manx, asked Stuart. They're all shite, to be fair, mate. Both sets of these teams. Like, when you're watching these as a Liverpool fan, and you're watching the standard of football, that's been alright, to be fair. It's been a decent game, but there is a drop down in level from a Liverpool, Manchester City to the race for the top four. There really is. Thomas, no, there is no late night agenda or anything tonight, buddy. Just a watch along of the game, and then we'll be back tomorrow for the Reds game against Atletico. We'll have a full preview show of that as well. We'll have a post-match show coming up after that tomorrow. And there is an Atletico-Liverpool preview up on our YouTube channel now. A short version of it, a 5.5 minute version that's up there if you haven't had a watch. 513 followers over on Hot Mic, ladies and gentlemen, at half-time. If you haven't given it a try yet, do download that app, put it on your phone or your tablet, go over and give Hot Mic a try for the second half. You can see the code there on the screen, the sign-up code, Anfield Agenda, all one word, all caps. Make sure to follow us on there as well. It really will make a massive difference to this channel, and it could be the difference between us eventually making this a full-time business, moving into an office. Again, you've been supporting us from day one. Please continue with that support. Christensen now with the old bit of tissue stuck up his nose as always. Looks like the end of a cigarette butt actually. Wan-Bissaka now, right hand side for United. Little ball into Fred. Fred, ball down the right hand side. Wan-Bissaka cuts back in. Again, good footwork by him. Cross in. 1-0 to United. That is a fantastic cross and a fantastic header from Anthony Martial. Credit where it's due. Lovely footwork by Aaron Wan-Bissaka on that right hand side. I thought he'd taken too much out of it at one point. Then he cut back in, whipped the cross in. Martial with a lovely run across the front of the defender. Little flick, leaves Willy Caballero stranded. And it looks like it's 1-0 to Manchester United. Again, good play by Aaron Wan-Bissaka here down that right hand side. Cross comes in, he's totally onside, nothing wrong with it. Great finish by Anthony Martial, and that's 1-0 to Manchester United. No arguments about it, no mess, and no need for VAR. 1-0 to United. It's a good goal, to be fair. Credit where it's due. Right on the stroke of half-time as well. Caballero with no chance. That is It's an excellent cross, and to be fair, an excellent header from Anthony Martial. Leaves Caballero stranded. Before he knows it, it's in the back of the net. Yeah, look, gotta give credit. It's a good goal. Good goal. Wes said it, or Roger, sorry, said it'll park the bus time now for Manchester United. Right on the stroke at half time as well. Referees added on 3 minutes. Pressure now on Chelsea. United could have pulled himself right back into the Champions League race. Sets it up intriguingly for a very, very interesting second half. Christensen waiting to come back on the pitch now. That happened actually. Chelsea down to 10 men. United punished them. We spoke about it earlier on when they went out to 10 men. This time United did punish Chelsea. Caballero launches the ball long now into midfield. Let's see how Chelsea react. 6 attempts each for both sides so far in the game. Only one shot on target from the 12, and that is the goal that Martial has just scored. Jorginho now. Ball out right hand side to Christensen. What does Frank Lampard do in this second half? He knows if United get this win, they're breathing right down their throats. The race for the top 4 or 5, depending on how the Champions League places go, could be wide open here. First 3 spots look like they're all sewn up. Can't see anybody catching Leicester in 3rd place. So it is a matter of, are Manchester City fucked out of the Champions League? Is it going to be the top 5? In which case, Spurs, United could be right back into this. Sheffield United, Wolves, Arsenal even aren't too far away. Could be blown wide open. Ball out right hand side now with James. Plays it into Willian, who can't control it, and it goes out. Camera pans to Frank Lampard, who's looking a little bit moody. A little bit moody there, Frankie. 2 minutes gone to the additional 3. What have we got? Furrow said, I think Kai Havertz is the best option out there for our style. I think Timo Werner, mate. I think Timo Werner is what we need, and it looks like what we're probably going to get by the looks of it. Rudiger launches the ball long. Maguire comes across, chests it down, knocks it back upfield. If you're United now, it's just see it through the half time, and you're halfway there. Pedro. It's an awful ball. Straight to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He plays it to Fred. Fred pulls the ball back, spreads it out left hand side. Willian does well to come and pinch it back, but then he's dispossessed by Anthony Martial. Martial down that left hand side now to Williams. Back to Martial. Matic. Good strength by him. Plays it at left hand side to Williams. Ball down the line looking for the run of Bruno Fernandes, but it's well read by Christensen, who comes across and nicks in ahead of him. Ball cleared. Oh, Batshuayi now. Chance, right hand side. Runner in centre. Good ball. Pedro. Can they work out in here right on the edge of half time? Batshuayi. Strike. Again he shits the bed. That's why nobody relies on Michy Batshuayi. That's why he hasn't become the pinnacle in world football. That's why he hasn't gone on. He's got it. He's got the ability, no doubt about it. But too many times he shits the bed. Too many times. Again, right on the edge of half-time. Right in the stroke of half-time as well. Camera pans to Olivier Giroud sitting on the sidelines. Will he be used by Frank Lampard? Right, half-time, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just kill the clock here. How are we all feeling? Manchester United go in leading by 1-0. Neil before Klopp's getting greedy. He wants De Bruyne and Mbappe at Liverpool. What have we got? Hot mic, definitely the future, said Craig Adams. Top work, Anfield agenda. Thank you, my friend. Oliver Brindle's predicting 2-1 in this game to Manchester United. Let me drop into hot mic and say hello to a few people and see how the chat feels on there. Right, what have we got? Batshuayi is a thin Lukaku, said Rajesh. They're both shy, to be fair, mate. Yeah, look, that's 2 chances Batshuayi had in the game. Well, I suppose you could almost say 3 for the one that was pulled back, but that was a bit behind him. Michy is no Divock. Damn right, Oren, mate, he isn't. He's a poor man's Divock at best. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it is half-time, and I did say at half-time I was going to give you a friendly little reminder about hot mic. And let me take a second to explain it to everybody. Right, I know you guys are a little bit, maybe like me, you're used to YouTube and you're used to your old ways, and that's sound. We love having you on here. But if you want the future, if you want something that is a little bit different, gives you a little bit more chance to be up to date with what's going on. There is live chat as well. Get on your phone right now, download the Hot Mic app. It's available on the App Store, it's available on the Android or the Google Mark, whatever you fuckers that don't use Apple phones. The Google Play Store. You can put it on your iPad, put it on your tablet. And then, when you get the app, put in the code Anfield Agenda when you're prompted to on sign up. Find this game, click on our commentary of it, and then you'll see a sync button will pop up on your phone. It listens to your television, listens to your TV, let's say you're doing Sky, and it syncs up the timing of the TV with our commentary on here. And there's no delay, no spoilers when a goal goes in, nothing like that. It's the future, and there's a reason why I'm telling everyone to give it a bash. It's class. It is class. I use it myself when I'm watching games, because I don't like listening to Martin Tyler and those boring ass commentators. I like listening to fans talking about the game, fans who have a bit of emotional investment in it, fans who actually can say what's on their mind, who aren't restricted by having to worry about, you know, what they can and can't say, minding their P's and Q's. No, Hot Mic gives you that freedom to speak and talk about the game how you want. So go over there, ladies and gentlemen, download it. It's free for you, it's free for us, it's a win-win for everybody. What have we got? A non-Liverpool watch-along. Yes, Joshua, mate, a non-Liverpool watch-along. We're doing it for a couple of weeks just to give people a little introduction to Hot Mic, buddy. Don't forget, though, tomorrow, the big one for us Liverpool fans. Liverpool travel over to the Wanda Metropolitano to take on Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid in a Champions League last 16 tie. How great is it to have Champions League football back, ladies and gentlemen? It feels like an eternity. Feels like an eternity since we've been in Europe. So, looking forward to it tomorrow night. We'll be live from 7:30 on Hot Mic and on YouTube. Hope you guys can join us for that one. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Smash a like on the stream as well. Stuart's off to download Hot Mic. Top man, Stuart. Back to where we won it as well. Yes, right, ladies and gentlemen, give me your thoughts on the game. Thoughts right now, how are we feeling about it? Do we see a comeback in the second half from Chelsea? Or will United see this one out, sit back, maybe try and catch them on the counter-attack? They do have pace available to them. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Daniel James, Anthony Martial, Mason Greenwood, of course, on the bench as well. Or, if you're a Chelsea fan right now watching this, are you hoping Olivier Giroud gets a chance? Because, let's be honest, he's a bit more clinical than Michy Batshuayi, and if one of those two chances that Batshuayi shit the bed on fell to Giroud, I put my money on Giroud taking one of them, to be honest. Eunice said, I have a feeling the game tomorrow will be low scoring. I've said that all along, buddy. I think it'll be a fairly low scoring tie. Although, in saying that, Eunice, I struggled about whether I should go for a 2-1 Liverpool win or a 1-0 Liverpool win. Vinny said, big drop off in quality between these two. Jadon said, I'm so happy United are winning because he's a United fan. There you go. Of course you'd be happy, mate. Pritch said the background doesn't look right. Yeah, well, I get you. It's different. It's not Liverpool, but there you go. I think Connor's done a great job with the background. I really do. Winner, winner, chicken for tea, said Oliver Brindle. Mate, I haven't had my tea yet. I'm absolutely starving. But, do you know what I mean? Content comes first. You guys are more important. I could do with losing a few pounds anyway. But you know what I do have with me? You know what I have with me, don't you? The El Diet Chav. How are we, ladies and gentlemen? A little time for a break. Right, United fans watching, give me your thoughts. Any Chelsea fans watching, I'd love to know your thoughts as well. Big 45 minutes ahead. A win for United here really does put them back in the hunt for those European places. Maybe even a Champions League place, if 5th place indeed gets one. Two very average teams, said Craig Adams. Jeremy Hunt reckons you take a 1-0 defeat tomorrow. Nah, you want to score away from home, Jeremy, in the Champions League. And why would you take a defeat as well? I don't get it. I mean, 1-1, that's a different story. How much for Werner? 60 million euro is the release clause, mate. That release clause has to be activated before the end of April. Unless, of course, you just agree a fee with them. Craig, you doing a watch along of Tyson Fury Wilder? I'll be watching it, Patrick. I'm not going to do a watch along of it, though. I'm just, because it's at 5 a.m. or so airtime, so I'm just going to sit back at home, probably up in bed and watch it, mate, and enjoy it just as a fan. Kepa not holding his place. Say he'll go back to Spain, said Vinny O'Brien. Yes, I do. I said that actually, as I said to you guys earlier on in the stream, when I was doing my La Liga predicted 11 for the next decade. I had Kepa in there as the keeper because I think he will end up back in Spain. Harry Sharp said what are we doing? We're doing a title charge now. Be worried. Yeah, Harry, no, mate. To be fair, Doing well. Give you credit for the game, Harry, absolutely. But come on, mate. You have to admit, even as a United fan, as biased as you are, and rightly so, you've every right to be as a fan, we're a bit ahead. Be honest, mate. Liverpool, they are a level above. What else have we got? Who'll get on the score sheet tomorrow? I don't know, Eunice, mate. I haven't got a clue. I honestly, in these type of things, I don't care who scores. I don't care. Like when I talk about top scorers and all that stuff, I don't give a shit. It was sarcasm. There you go, Harry. I'm getting used to you, mate. But I love it. I love a bit of sarcasm. I am a sarcastic bastard, Harry. So I appreciate that sarcasm, sir. And welcome over. You must be happy though at half time, mate. Who scored? Said Mr. Crosby. It was Anthony Martial, buddy. And it was a lovely move by United down the right-hand side. Wan-Bissaka cut in. I thought he'd taken too much out of it. Cut back onto his right boot. Whipped in a lovely cross. Martial got across the front of the defender. Little glanced header. Willy Caballero, no chance. Credit to United. It was a very good goal. Atleti have some injury problems. They do, yes. Morata is back. Kieran Trippier won't be available. Looks like João Felix might not be available as well. Diego Costa might not be available. But they did bring in Yannick Carrasco in the window back from China. So there are a few more options there for Simeone. But look, over 2 legs, Liverpool should be looking to get through that game. We're a better side, let's be honest about it. But it's all about doing that out on the pitch. Leon Can, how are we, buddy? Finally you get to come on and see us doing the United game, mate. I know that you're a United fan. Said Tony Martial scores again. It was a wonderful goal. Credit where it's due, it really was. João Felix more of a flop than the snake? No. I think, look, you're talking about a very, really, really young player there in João Felix, and a lot of money paid for him by Atleti, but, you know, time will tell if it proves to be a good buy or not, but like, there is a footballer in there definitely is. Leon said, I'm enjoying the stream. Thank you, buddy. Glad that you are. Neil Power said, using Hot Mic now. Brilliant. We're at 518 followers on Hot Mic, ladies and gents. As I said, when we hit 1,000 followers, we've made you a promise that we'll give away a €50 Amazon gift card. And again, when we hit 35 or 40,000 followers, excuse me, on Twitter or YouTube. Okay, what do you even know what you're saying, mate? Like, just randomly saying words here at this point. When we hit 40,000 subscribers on YouTube, we're giving away a €50 Amazon gift card. And when we hit 1,000 on Hot Mic, we're giving away an Amazon gift card on there as well. So please do make sure that you follow us on both, ladies and gentlemen. Ian said, I've got a feeling Werner's ours before April. I hope so. Again, we'll have to wait and see. Stuart said, hot micing. Nice. Well in, mate. I like that phrase. Hot micing. We'll do it. Hot micing. I like that. Wan-Bissaka, been watching Trent, said Leon. It was very Trent-esque, mate. I was thinking that at the time. It was very Trent-esque from our Wan-Bissaka. Joshua said, over 500 followers, Craig, you absolute beast. Thank you, mate. But like I said before, on any platform, with your support, we don't just show up, mate. We're not here to take part, as McGregor says. You know the rest. We're here to try and take over this shit. What have we got? Mup de Balya. Oh, Matthew. Ah, Matthew. This is Matthew from a few doors up, I believe. Matthew, how are you, mate? A United fan. You must be pretty happy right now. Lovely to see you on, buddy. Thank you so much for coming on. Hope you're enjoying the game, one way or the other. And Matthew, if you haven't downloaded Hot Mic, buddy, get onto your phone there, onto the App Store, download Hot Mic. It listens to your TV and syncs you up, mate, with our commentary of the game. But great to see you in, mate. Honestly, lovely. Hope you're keeping well. Haven't had a chat to you in a while. Brian Morrissey said, did I hear Anfield agenda? No, we can't be talking about other people, Brian. We can't be doing that, mate. WFM. That's all I'm saying, Brian, mate. WFM. Keep an eye out, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Connor Crosby is working as we speak on a bit of Anfield agenda merch. You guys asked for it, so we're going to deliver it. Crosby's under pressure right now. I said to him today, he called in to me, get that merch out, mate. Get that fucking merch out. Get it done, buddy. So he's working away on it, and it's class. I hope you guys will appreciate it when it comes out. Don't be expecting it anytime soon, because we're making sure we get the right supplier that gives out quality merch. But yes, you asked for it. We're working away on it. Let me see. Give me a few Anfield agenda emojis there as well, ladies and gentlemen, for the members on YouTube. Joshua, I know you have access to them. Brian as well. Gaz Johnson, how are we? Hope Chelsea comes back for a 2-1. What else have we got? I'd like to see Werner at the club, said Neil Powell over on Hot Mic. I predicted 2-2 with a rational mindset, said Neil before Klopp. What form is the merch? Probably looking at hoodies and t-shirts first, Joanne, I think. Again, I'm putting Connor under a lot of pressure here, Joanne, because I have a habit of opening my mouth and talking before Connor Crosby's ready with the stuff and putting him under fierce pressure, but sometimes that's what you have to do, isn't it? Right, so love the emojis there. You see some Virgil van Dijk emojis, some Premier League trophy emojis, Klopp emojis, Mo Salah emojis, a Craig's bald head emoji, a WFM emoji. Love it. Love it, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what you get if you sign up to become a member on Anfield Agenda. You get access to those wonderful emojis. You get to have the Anfield Agenda logo beside your name, which does help us read out your comments because it makes them stand out a little bit more. And to me, our members' names are in green as well. So Gaz Johnson as an example there. Gaz has a bronze logo beside his name right now. When he's a member on Anfield Agenda for 2 months, that will change to silver. When he's a member for 4 months, that will change to gold. And 6 months, buddy, that will change to our lovely, big, beautiful red logo. Membership start from 99p and 99 cent, and of course go up to $4.99 for our Ultras membership. That gets you access to our Discord group where we talk about things offline. We get your opinions on the future of the channel, what type of content you want to see. We have a bit of fun in there as well. Sometimes it gets a bit serious, sometimes it gets a bit over the top, but it's all in good jest, ladies and gentlemen. So again, they're open to anybody who wants to have a crack at them. Morton said he loves Hot Mic. Love it, mate. Knew you'd like it once you tried it. Well in. Would I get a Liverpool tattoo? I have one, Thomas. I have one, mate. I have one on my leg. It's a take on the Owen McVeigh Foundation. So if you're aware of the Owen McVeigh Foundation banner, it's the father and the son walking towards Anfield. I have it as a gingerbread man for my little son and me. It'd be easier to show you the image someday, but I do have a Liverpool tattoo, buddy. What have we got? Stuart said, I have sync, but does that mean the stream I'm watching of you now is not live? I know this probably sounds stupid. If you're synced up and you are on Hot Mic there, mate, then you should be live with my commentary to your game that you're watching on your device. Whatever you've synced it up to, my commentary should be in real time with that game. So when the second half gets underway, as an example, buddy, you should be right up to date with all the play. So no spoilers, no 30 seconds behind. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Harlem said, apparently on plastic because I want United to win for Werner to go to Liverpool. I don't understand how the two are related, Harlem, mate. I'm not calling you anything, buddy. You are free to have any opinion that you want. I don't understand the pretext, though. How is United winning and Werner linked? I'm a bit confused by that part. How is my son today? He's brilliant, thank you, Thomas. He had a bit of a play date today over to his friend's house where they had some bunny rabbits, and he loves the bunny rabbits. So yeah, he's off school for the week. It's the midterm break over here in Ireland, so my little dude is very good, thank you. Really appreciate you asking. Ryan Cunningham, how are you, sir? Welcome to Hot Mic, buddy. Any other questions, any other bits and pieces before the second half gets underway? Please do keep your comments coming. Take a photo. I have a photo, Joanne. I have a photo on my phone of the tattoo somewhere. Let me just see if I can quickly find it. I'm sure I have it somewhere here. 1 second. I haven't even sang. It feels weird doing a stream and not doing a little thingy, but it's not Liverpool, so why would I? I'm trying to find the image of the tattoo. I know I have it on my phone here somewhere. So many pictures. So many pictures. I'm sure you're all the same. Where the hell is it? I know I have it on here somewhere. I'm going to have to scroll. Right, second half's about to get underway. We'll have a bash at it later on. Second half's about to get underway. Chelsea 1 goal down at half time. What Frankie Lampard got to do in the second half. Will he bring on Olivier Giroud? We're underway. Jorginho now plays the ball out left hand side to Rudiger. I'm still scrolling through looking for this tattoo. Ball up the line, goes straight out of play, throw into United. Ah, there it is. I knew I'd find it. Right, I'm going to put it up the camera next time the ball goes out of play. So here we go. Throw in taken by United. Fernandes. Ball launched forward by Eric Bailly. It's won in the air by Antonio Rudiger. He breaks into midfield, rolls the ball across to James. James works the ball down the line right hand side to Pedro. Back to James. Jorginho now. He's forced backwards. Rudiger. Turns back inside, gives the ball back to Willy Caballero. Caballero takes a couple of touches. Ball out left hand side now. to Antonio Rudiger. Azpilicueta, Kovacic, flicks it out off a United player, throw in. Here's the tattoo. There you go. Hope you can see that. Anyway, we're back. Woo, camera gets a bit bright there. Bailly in midfield heads it on. Kovacic finds a bit of space, runs into it. Good play by him. Lovely ball between the lines to Willian. Nice flick to Mason Mount. Batshuayi again. Look at terrible run. He went offside and gave Mount no option. James now. Willian. Under pressure by Luke Shaw. Still Willian. Looking for support. Waiting. James. Ball rolled across. Is it just me or does James have the look of somebody who'll move into centre back later on in his career? I can't see him staying out as a right back. Doesn't make sense to me. Pedro now. To Kovacic. Tries to pick out the run of Mason Mount, but it's pinched by United. Fernandes now. He's brought down. That was a lazy foul. Yellow card now coming from Anthony Taylor to Rudiger. It was a lazy foul. There was no need for it whatsoever. He was going nowhere. 521 followers on Hot Mic, you absolute legends, thank you. If you're watching us on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, you're enjoying the stream, please do hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 35k, but we need your support to do it. Would I do an international watch along? Yes, Thomas, we will be doing the Euros in the summer, mate. We'll be doing them both on Crack On, our second channel, and of course on Hot Mic. Chelsea now. Ball dispossessed in midfield. Batshuayi tries a back heel that just doesn't come off like most of the stuff he's tried in this game. Hasn't quite worked out. Williams now carries the ball down the left hand side for United. Bruno Fernandes. Ball back to Luke Shaw. Shaw takes a couple of touches. Rolls it out left hand side to Williams again. Nice little ball by him to find the run to Daniel James. Martial. Back to Williams. Tidy little player that Williams. I hate giving credit to United players, but you know, I try and call things as I see them. Michy Batshuayi is awful, said Gaz Johnson. Throw into United now, left hand side. Williams. Martial. Back to Williams. Does well in a tight space, fair play. Takes a little bit too much out of it though, and Chelsea have turned it over. Willian. Jorginho. Rudiger now spreads the ball out left hand side, but there's too much on it and it goes out for a throw into Manchester United. Williams is holding his right ankle. He's trying to jog back into place. Let's see if he'll be able to continue. Looks like he'll probably be able to run it off. Looks like one of those. Fred. Bailly takes a chance, spins it across. Shaw does well. Pushes it out left hand side to Williams. He hooks the ball forward looking for the run of Daniel James. It's caught up in the wind, but Rudiger does well and it breaks now to Jorginho. James. Mason Mount's available down the line. Willian has it now for Chelsea right hand side. Whips the ball deep to the back post. Nobody there. Nobody there. He puts his hand up to apologise. He'd overhit it. But again, Chelsea cannot be wasting these chances. They're one down. They're at home. They were already bitch slapped by United at the start of the season. Yeah, there you go. Throw in now to United right hand side. Kathleen said, hello Craig, just finished work. You're not happy? Why? I'm sorry to hear you're not happy, Kathleen. I hope things go well for you. Never like to hear of anyone being unhappy. Willian now, he's dispossessed. Kovacic. Fred does well, pinches it off him. Bruno Fernandes now. Ball out left hand side, looking for the run of Anthony Martial. Good defended by James, good tracking back. Caballero now, to Rudiger, to James, back to Rudiger. He knocks the ball into Jorginho. Jorginho out right hand side now to James. He tries the ball up the line, it's blocked by Williams. Comes back out, it'll be a throw into Manchester United. It's taken quickly. Fernandes, Martial, Bruno Fernandes now. Back out to Martial. Left side of the Chelsea penalty area. Bruno Fernandes. Tries to spread it out right side by Azpilicueta, nicks it. Pedro now, cuts in field. Goes past a couple of United players, gives it to Jorginho. Jorginho now looks up for options. Rolls it into Pedro. Well nicked in by Eric Bailly to take it away now. United right hand side with Daniel James. Quick footwork from him, goes past a couple of players. Ball breaks to Fred. Matic. Matic looks out left hand side. Williams is there. Gives it to him. Williams to Martial. Martial tries a reverse pass, but it breaks to Luke Shaw. Back into Williams. Matic. Anthony Martial now. Bruno Fernandes. Ball breaks nicely for Luke Shaw. Bit of a heavy touch from him allows Pedro to come in and nick it away, but then his pass is poor. Ball eventually breaks and it'll go out for a throw into Chelsea right hand side. Willian looking to take it quickly, but there's no options for him. Gives it to James. Kovacic. Ball switched out now left hand side. Rudiger, he carries it forward. Looking for options ahead of him. How long does Lampard leave this before he brings on Giroud? Kovacic. This was always a must not lose game for Manchester United, but if Chelsea could have got a win, that would have opened up a nice 9-point gap over United. As things stand, that'll be down to 3. Fred tries to pass down that left hand side. It's intercepted by James. Lots of mistakes, lots of misplaced passes so far in the second half. Maguire comes across, puts it out for a throw in, manages to prevent the corner, but it's throw into Chelsea right hand side out near the corner flag. Crispy Johnson said, lose United, lose. James now cuts inside. Simon said, hi Craig, it's mine and my son's birthday today. Could you give a shout out to us, Jamie and Cy Whitehead? Of course, mate. Happy birthday to you both. Happy birthday to you and your son. That's lovely to hear, mate. How class is it that you share the same birthday? Nice one. Love the channel and can't wait to win the league. Thank you, Simon, and happy birthday to yourself and to your lovely son Jamie, mate. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Rudiger now, out right hand side. James. Mason Mount. Rudiger again, ball out left hand side. Azpilicueta. Kovacic, Fred giving him no time on the ball. Fair play, well worked by Fred, but then it's given away. Jorginho. Kovacic. Jorginho. Again, lovely little play, but they're going nowhere. Back now at Rudiger. 8 minutes gone in the second half. James now on that right hand side. Ball into the box. Mount in the penalty area. Strike! Oh, breaks! I think this offside flag is up, is it? Yes, Anthony Taylor's given a free kick out. Oh, how did he get that strike away though? I mean, I want to see the replay of this because it ended up in a free kick, but how did he get away the strike? Did he do Mount for a handball there? Because he didn't handle it. He hits... If he's done that for a handball on Mount, he didn't handle it. Ah, that's where it was. That's where it was. Eric Boy headed it off. Michy Batshuayi's arm. Now I can see. Now I can see. Ethan, how are you, buddy? The bus is parked, said Morton. And hello, Oliver Brindle as well. Synced up with Sky Go perfectly, said Mr. Crosby. Good to hear it, Connor. 523 followers now on Hot Mic. If 27 more of you legends get there, we'll hit 550 on this stream. And again, on YouTube, if you're watching, hit that subscribe button. Oh, well worked. Pedro now. Does well, nips it away from Boy, looking for support. Pedro, edge of the box. Azpilicueta rolls it across and breaks to Pedro. Oh, how did they not score? Pedro puts his hands up to the heaven wondering how they haven't equalised. Such good work by him down that left hand side. Rolls it out Azpilicueta. Ball across the penalty area. Pedro breaks, but it's a last ditch challenge from Aaron Wan-Bissaka that gets the deflection and puts it behind for a corner kick to Chelsea. Really good defending that from Wan-Bissaka. 1-1. 1-1. Rudiger. No, Zuma. It's Kurt Zuma. Sorry, when did he sneak on? That must have been a change at half time that I didn't notice. Kurt Zuma immediately 1-1. United looking for a foul, I think, in the penalty area, but Chelsea look like they've equalised. Maguire saying there was a push. Anthony Taylor will, of course, wait to be instructed by VAR, and we'll see what happens. Let's look at this replay. Ball's in. Do you know, I can't see too much wrong with that. I can't see... Let me look at the replay of it here. It's Williams that goes down. Yeah, there's a push in his back. There's a push in his back from Azpilicueta. I think VAR are going to rule this out, you know. It looks to me like Azpilicueta pushes Williams in the back. And this should be a free out. Yeah, VAR have overturned it. Pushing the back. Free kick to Manchester United. It was clear as day. You could see it. Azpilicueta comes in and pushes on him. I'll try and call things as I see it, ladies and gentlemen. I might not like to be saying that, but it did look like there was a foul. I don't know what Maguire's still moaning about, mate. Shut the fuck up. You got your free kick. There was a bit of a shove by Fred into Azpilicueta, who then in turn went and pushed Williams, which allowed Zuma to nip in and steer it home to equalise. But it's been ruled out and it's still 1-0 to United. Chelsea now looking to play it out from the back. You've got to be disappointed if you're a home fan, but hey, that's why VAR was brought in. Fred now for United. Ball goes out off Pedro. That'll be a throw in right hand side. Williams now. Looking to take the throw in quickly. No options from, so he leaves it to Luke Shaw. Stephen Booker said it's alright, Chelsea will score a last minute equaliser. Throw in taken. Matic comes in and gets ahead. Daniel James now plays the ball at left hand side. Martial does well to keep it in. Oh, that's a dangerous tackle. I don't know why he's telling him to get up. That looked dirty to me. That looked snidey. I have to be honest about it. I think it was Zuma. I think it was, that looked like a snidey tackle. Looked like it was studs up to me. We'll wait and see. But as Fred is rightly saying, they should all leave him alone now. Players down on the ground. Most important thing is the player gets looked after. VAR can look at the rest, but Fred's doing the right thing. He's protecting his player. That should be everybody's most important aspect here, is that the player gets the treatment he needs. VAR and the referee will sort out the rest. Yellow cards out here by Anthony Taylor. I think it's Fred he's giving it to, is it? Fred seems to be a little bit pissed off about something. Martial's still down. It is Fred that's coming towards Anthony Taylor to be booked by the looks of it. Must have been a little bit gobby to the referee. Fred's being booked. He's calling over another player now. Zuma's coming over. He's getting a yellow. Must have been for the tackle. Let's see the replay of it. James plays the ball out left hand side to Anthony Martial. It's one of those. It was a double contact with the ball, which makes it look worse, I think. Yeah, there was a double contact there, as you can see. Now, the studs were up. Zuma got the ball, no doubt about it. And then there was a double contact. He gets it, it bounces back, and then he connects with it a second time. But his studs were up and he was off the ground. Don't know if it was high enough to warrant anything other than a yellow, to be fair. Anyway, we're back underway. Maguire. Ball down the line. Kovacic wins it back for Chelsea. Mount. Ball in field. Mason Mount back out left hand side to Kovacic. He switches the ball out right hand side looking for the run of James. James into the penalty area. Good tackle that from Williams. Goes out for a Chelsea corner. Good defender from young Williams. Who scored for United? It was Anthony Martial, media centre man. It was a really nice header, to be fair. Corner now to Chelsea. Willian to take it right hand side. Ball in deep towards the back post. Zuma heads. It's cleared by Luke Shaw. Bruno Fernandes has it now for United. Ball at the outside of his right boot, trying to find the run of James. Kovacic does well to cover. And Chelsea's James then sends it back to Willy Caballero. It was Zuma that was booked earlier on. Just confirmation here on the screen. Right, Chelsea have it now. Left hand side. Ball back in field. Rudiger. Across to Kurt Zouma. Zouma takes a couple of touches. Back to Rudiger. Back to Willy Caballero. 60 minutes gone. United have the lead 1-0 thanks to an Anthony Martial goal right in the stroke of half time. What's your prediction for the final score? Said Eamon. 1-1 or 2-0 to United. I know that's me sitting on the fence, mate, but it looks like it would be one of those games. Maguire comes across and clears. Chelsea being quite wasteful though, so yeah, it is set up rather nicely indeed. LFC Loper reckons it'll be 2-1 to Chelsea. 3-1 to Chelsea for Cormac. 3 late goals, mate, in the last half hour. Connor said Williams shoved Azpilicueta. To be fair, it was a bit harsh. Yeah, he was. You were right. It was kind of a double push, but again, these things usually do go to the defending side. Ball back now, Willy Caballero. He launches the ball long. One in midfield by Fred. Pedro, good footwork by him. Under pressure from Fred, who nips in and gets it off him. He goes down looking for a penalty. Anthony Taylor says it's a free kick, but right on the edge of the box. Interesting. Good work by Fred. Good pressing. Nipped the ball off Pedro. He's pulled back. It was outside the area. Correct. Good call by the referee. It was about a yard outside the box. But it all came from good work by Fred. Not letting them have a yard. Not letting them have time on the ball. Nelson said I have 2-1 to Liverpool for tomorrow's prediction. Same for me, Nelson, my friend. Do I play FIFA? No, mate, I don't. I have a PlayStation and an Xbox, but no, I don't play either. Thomas, can we leave the religious questions, please, mate? It's not really the time or the place. Right, free kick to United, edge of the box. Looks like it's probably going to be a cross, but maybe Fernandes fancies this. Ball in, strike, Caballero. Did that hit the post? It's come back out on the play right hand side. I'm wondering if it hit the post or did Caballero get a hand on it. But either way, close from Bruno Fernandes. He holds his head in his hands. Let's have a look at this again, the replay. It hit the post. He hit the post. Around the outside of the wall from Fernandes. Keeper's near post. Keeper, I think, would have got there, to be fair. But it hit the post and came back out. And now I think it's going to be a free kick to United out near the touchline. Pedro shakes his finger as if to say he didn't touch Fred. Let's see on the replay. Absolutely went through the back of him. Don't know what he's moaning about. Ball into the box from United. Willy Caballero comes out and claims it. And he rolls it out to Jorginho. James. Ball down the line to Willian. Spins back inside now. Luke Shaw comes in and nicks it back for United. Game starting to open up now. Space opening up all over the place. Shaw. Ball down the line. James now comes across. He'll leave that go out for a corner kick as it took a deflection. 25 minutes to go at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 0. Manchester United 1 in the race for the European places. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching with us. I hope you're enjoying the stream. If you're with us for the first time, my name is Craig. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Corner taken quickly. And not in a Trent sense of the word. Cleared away by Chelsea, and that'll go out for a throw into Manchester United, I think, out near the corner flag. Kurt Zouma with the clearance. No, it's another corner actually. Apologies. It actually went the other side of the corner flag. Fernandes comes across to take it now for United. Ball in. Goal. 2-1. Maguire. Maguire finally puts that massive head of his to some use. Comes in at the far post. Heads it down. 2-0 to Manchester United. Looks like it's all done at Stamford Bridge. 2-0 to United. Has their Champions League race been reignited? Good corner in from Bruno Fernandes. And a good towering header from Harry Maguire, to give him credit. Willy Caballero, no chance. Goes in and high-fives the United fan in the crowd as well. 2-0 to Manchester United. Let's have a look at the replay. Ball in from Fernandes. Maguire pulls away at the far post. It's a good header. Credit to him. I mean, yes, he is a BTEC Van Dijk, but in fairness to him, it was a good header, good goal, good delivery from Bruno Fernandes. He loses his marker, bang, 2-0. Let's just change the score. It is... Looks like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer definitely has Frankie Lampard's number this season. What's that, 6 now United have scored against Chelsea so far this season? Looks like there could be a little bit of trouble brewing perhaps for Frankie. 2-0 to United now. Chelsea have just under 25 minutes to salvage something from this game, or United are going to close that gap to 3 points. Chelsea are shocking at the back this season, says Barry Aiken. Daisha Bullies is on Hot Mic. How are we, buddy? Lovely to see you over there. Chelsea's ball now, left-hand side. They need to get one back quickly if they're to get something from this game. Lampard looks worried on the sideline, and rightly so. Does he look to the bench? Maybe bring on Olivier Giroud. He's got one change left. Chelsea for free kick. They're looking to take it quickly. Yes, Giroud, a.k.a. the Ryland lookalike, is getting ready to come on now. Who's he going to take off? James. Ball back to Zuma. Rudiger. Ball back across now to Jorginho. Jorginho tries a long ball. Well pulled out of the air by Pedro, but then Eric Bailly comes back and hooks it away. Kovacic. Martial, he's brought down. That'll be a free kick to United. 22.5 minutes left in the game. Chelsea with their final roll of the dice now, bringing on Olivier Giroud. Taking off Michy Batshuayi. Is that really going to help Frank Lampard? Taking off one forward to bring on another? Maybe, I don't know, man. If it's me chasing the game, I'm leaving 2 forwards on the pitch. But to be fair, Batshuayi is horrendous, so I understand maybe why he's taking him off. Bailly now. Ball out right hand side to Wan-Bissaka. Daniel James now dispossessed. Azpilicueta. Ball up the line. Again, well won by Eric Bailly. Matic towards Daniel James. Good strength shown by the young man. Wan-Bissaka now. Chelsea come in with Pedro and nick it back. Kovacic. He's dispossessed by Wan-Bissaka. He's then brought down. Free kick to Manchester United. Ref having a mare, says card 6. Simon Whitehead just joined Hot Mic. How are you, buddy? Welcome. If you're enjoying us on Hot Mic, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to give us a follow on there as well. And one last favour to all of those that are on Hot Mic, make sure you share it to social media. Share it to Twitter. Share it to Facebook. Let people know that we're on here and that it exists. Ball in. Deep to the back post. Maguire pulls away again. Nods it across, and it's cleared from underneath his own bar by Azpilicueta. Maguire probably thought he had a brace there. Good delivery in. Maguire pulls away at the back post. Heads it back across. Looked like he was trying to pick out Martial, but good defending from Azpilicueta. Clears it from underneath his own crossbar. Had to be careful as well. He didn't nod it into his own neck. Good defending. Right, 20 minutes to go. The wind's playing havoc here as Bruno Fernandes looks to place the ball for another corner. Ball in. It's cleared at the near post. Only as far as Williams. Williams knocks it down to Luke Shaw. Shaw plays it out left hand side. Nice little reverse pass down the line from Fernandes to Fred. Good defending though by James that goes out for a Chelsea goal kick. Maguire, I'm guessing, is playing well then. Yes, he's had a decent game. Fairness, he has. Kovacic now. Who was that to? That's awful. Awful from Kovacic. United turn it back over now. Fred tries to pick out the run of Daniel James in the back post, but Chelsea clear. Mount now. Hooks it forward to Giroud. Back to Mount. He spins out left hand side. Gives it out to Pedro. Azpilicueta goes on the overlap. He receives it. But it was telegraphed, and across comes Eric Bailly to pinch it from him. You could see that a mile away. Good defending by Bailly, by the way, but Chelsea just too obvious in their distribution. Free kick though to Chelsea out on the left hand side. Azpilicueta pulled back. 20 minutes to go at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 2-0 down. Goals from Anthony Martial and Harry Maguire for United. Liam said we need an XC90. I do, mate. I do. I definitely need a Volvo XC90. That's the dream, mate. Become big enough that someday my ass can afford a Volvo XC90. That's the dream. Gotta have a dream. Right, corner to Chelsea. Not a corner. Free kick to Chelsea, excuse me. Right out by the touchline. Ball in from James deep towards the back post. David De Gea leaves it and it goes out for a goal kick. Eugene said, are you doing a Liverpool versus West Ham United watch-along next Monday? Absolutely, buddy. We do every single Liverpool game, mate, on the channel, and we'll be covering every Liverpool game as well over on Hot Mic as well. So, the decision is yours, whichever one you like. What's an XC90? It's a Volvo XC90, mate. It's a Jeep. It's my dream car, Dave. And Liam always remembers it and taunts me about it, but in a nice way. Chelsea now. Kovacic. Oh, he shits the bed. Shits the bed. Eric Boy with a wonderful sliding tackle, to be fair. How much time did Kovacic want there? Ball laid into him. Nice little flick. Sends him through on goal. Takes too many touches. Allows Eric Boy to get back in. And in fairness to Eric Boy, it was a very well-timed sliding tackle. Had to be, or it was a penalty. Kovacic thinks he was caught by the trailing foot, but I think it was a fair tackle. For me, nothing wrong with that. Eric Boy did very well. Kovacic shouldn't have taken too many touches. What's your thoughts on this, ladies and gentlemen? I hate United as well. Everyone knows I'm a Liverpool fan. But my job on here is to call this game as neutrally as I can. And I think I've done that. I hope I've done that. Yes, there might have been a little snidey joke every now and again. But look, it wouldn't be me if there wasn't. Kovacic is still hobbling. Mate, you can hobble all you want. Truth is, you shit the bed. We all know it. Willian now at the corner. Awful. Doesn't beat the first man. It's cleared at the near post. James now for Chelsea looks to recycle it. Pedro cuts inside. Goes past a few players. Final ball again. Horrendous. Fred. Anthony Martial. Martial looking for support. Forced back. United have that 2-goal lead. They can protect the ball now. They can be patient. The onus is on Chelsea to put the pressure on. Maguire. He plays it out right hand side to Wan-Bissaka. He cuts in field. Gives it to Fred. Fred back to Maguire. Maguire ball over the top to that right hand side. Hits Daniel James on the back of the head and breaks nicely to himself. James now. Right hand side. Good tackle by Rudiger. And that'll go out for Manchester United corner. KK Muslim said, upside to this game, United, I'll need to stay at the wheel. Yeah, leave that fraud in there as long as possible. Maguire's up for the corner again. 16 to go at Stamford Bridge. United fans must be absolutely delighted now. They could have been 9 behind if they lost this in the race behind Chelsea, but they closed that gap to 3 points. And it's all to play for those European places. Sheffield United there, Wolves there, United there, Spurs there, Chelsea obviously, Arsenal coming up as well. Ball in, cleared by Chelsea, drops to Williams on the edge of the box, takes a touch. Why didn't he just have a crack? Why didn't he just have a crack? Giroud now, United player down. Who is it that's down? Is it Daniel James that's holding his face? That lad needs to fuck off, honestly. Now he's suddenly alright and he's up waving his arms around. Daniel James is no doubt a talented footballer, but he spends far too much time on the ground for my liking as a neutral. Honestly, he's a decent player, he's got a bright future, but he needs to stop rolling around and crying like a little bitch so much. Like, 1 second he's holding his face, then the next second he's up waving his arms around. Morning from Brisbane, said Frank. How are you, buddy? Welcome. Yellow card issued there to young Williams by Anthony Taylor. Free kick to Chelsea right hand side. Yeah, he was a little clip of the ankles of William there, to be fair, no arguments. Yeah, boy, I'm not touching that comment, mate, boy Mac. Not touching it. Neither of them. Why would I even entertain that, mate? They wish they could have either of those boys at the club. 526 followers now on Hot Mic, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, download the app, use the code Anfield Agenda, all one word, and give us a follow when you sign up on there. It is the future of fan broadcasting. James now, right hand side for Chelsea. Ball down the line. Mount now has a run at the United back line. Ball across, great goal. Great goal that. It's game on. Olivier Giroud, wonderful delivery. Absolutely on a sixpence. Giroud with a diving header at the near post. 2-1, 14 minutes to go. It is game on at the bridge. James rolls the ball down the line to Mount. He's in a little bit of space. Runs straight into the heart of the United penalty area. Ooh! Ooh! Is there a sniff of VAR about this? Oh, look at this. He's going to be ruled out by oh, this is getting ruled out again. This is getting ruled out. You can already see the line. It's getting ruled out. We're talking about literally the man's football boot is going to get this ruled out. Yep, ruled out. VAR again. Second goal Chelsea have had ruled out. And Manchester United's clean sheet is still intact. Well, well, well. Look at that. We're literally talking about a football boot there. Welcome to VAR. Welcome to the new football, ladies and gentlemen. The world of VAR. United 2-0 up. 2 goals now Chelsea have had ruled out in this game. One for a push, which I think was correct, to be fair. And then that one. Well, look, it was offside. We can argue about, whether it's a foot, whether it's a toe. It doesn't matter. He was offside. We've seen Bobby Firmino have one ruled out basically with an armpit earlier on in the season. Chelsea looking to take a free kick quickly. Wan-Bissaka is getting up. It's all getting a bit out of hand. Anthony Taylor comes across, brandishing a yellow card to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Chelsea getting a little bit worked up, obviously, because they're losing. Somebody needs to just drag Aaron Wan-Bissaka away. He doesn't need to get involved in any of that. Handbags. Just handbags. Don't bother with it. Yep, Aaron Wan-Bissaka's 5th yellow card of the season. Just under 12 minutes to go at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 0, Manchester United 2. Goals by Anthony Martial and Harry Maguire. United about to make a substitution. Is it Pereira that's coming on? I think it is Andreas Pereira that's about to come on for them. You can already see Solskjaer saying narrow, narrow. Daniel James coming off to be replaced by Andreas Pereira. 11 minutes to go. Hello to everyone as well that's over on Hot Mic. I can see the chat on there as well. Martial flicks it on. Ball's back with Rudiger now. He rolls it across to Azpilicueta. Plays it back to Antonio Rudiger. He plays the ball upfield. Kovacic has it now. Works that left hand side. Chance for Chelsea to get a run at United here. Pedro. Cuts inside. Spins back. Good work from Pedro. Ball into the box. It's cleared. Drops as far as Mason Mount. Strike, but it's blocked. Comes out as far as James on that right hand side. His cross is blocked. He's appealing for a handball. I hit his arse, mate. I don't know how you're appealing for a handball. James now, down that right hand side. United have enough bodies across, but James does well to keep possession. Willian now. He plays the ball across left hand side to the invisible man. Forces Azpilicueta to track back, and all the motion, all the momentum has gone out of this Chelsea attack. Zuma back out right hand side to James. Again, he's looking for options. Forced backwards. If I'm a Chelsea fan right now, I'm screaming at the television. What the hell is going on? Mount. Ball out left hand side. Kovacic. Spins back in. Zuma rolls the ball out right hand side now to James. He cuts back in again. All too narrow. Every time James is cut back in, it's exactly what United want. They stay narrow, forcing Chelsea out wide. Aspilicueta now out near the corner flag. Tries to go past Wan-Bissaka. He backheels it and it goes out for a Chelsea corner. 8.5 minutes to go. Willian now at the corner. Ball deep towards the back post. Cleared by Maguire. Pedro strike. Few ricochets. Ball bounces down. Strike blocked again by United. Throwing their bodies on the line here. Ball worked out left hand side to Willian. Chelsea with loads of players in the box. That is a tame attempt by Aspilicueta. It's pulled back to him on his left foot and he passes it towards David De Gea. Pedro's gone down now with what looks like cramp. It is cramp, yeah, he's asking for someone to stretch his leg out. Shaw comes across to help him out. I always like to see that, to be fair. Fellow pros helping each other out like that, especially when it's something like cramp. Looks like United are going to narrow the gap in the race. 3 points. Good away win for them, to be fair. Chelsea had a chance to pump that out to 9 points and shit the bed. Questions have to be asked of Frank Lampard. Do I know Angry Rant Man? No, I don't, mate. No idea who he is. He sounds like my type of fella, though, to be fair. I mean, I do love an angry rant, so he does sound like he's my type of fella. Craig, are you going to do the City game? As in, which, mate? Just their game? No. What we're going to be doing, here's what's coming up while we have a break and play. So tomorrow night, obviously, we're going to be covering Atletico Madrid against Liverpool on YouTube and on Hot Mic. Wednesday night, then, we're going to be covering Spurs versus Leipzig. Then, of course, at the weekend, next Monday night, we'll be covering Liverpool's game against West Ham on YouTube and on Hot Mic. Again, if you're watching us on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. Great to have you with us. Thank you for your support. The followers keep going up on Hot Mic. Thank you as well to all of you that have downloaded the app. Make sure to use the code Anfield Agenda. Ball's back with David De Gea now. Just over 6 minutes to go at Stamford Bridge. Looks like United are on their way to 3 points. De Gea goes long. It's one in the air by Zuma, but only as far as Shaw. Williams now. Back in field. Williams has fouled. It'll be a free kick to United. About 5 yards inside the Chelsea half left hand side. Maguire puts the ball down. Looks like he's going to go long. He does indeed. Puts his boot through it. I don't know what the hell he was at, but kicks it straight out behind the Chelsea goal for a goal kick. Atrocious attempt at a free kick there from Maguire. Zuma now carries the ball out for Chelsea. 5 minutes to go. They need something quick if they're to get back into this game. Pedro now under pressure. Ball back to Zuma. He gives it back to Willy Caballero. Launches the ball into midfield. Giroud goes up, nods it down. Anthony Taylor said there was a knee in the back of the United player, and I think he was right. Free kick to United just inside the Chelsea half. Lampard's sitting down there. He looks like a sulky little child, doesn't he? Look, you're going to cry, Frankie. You're going to cry. You're going to have a little whinge, Frankie. It's okay, mate. It's okay. Welcome to the big boy world of management, Frankie. Welcome to the big boy world, pal. This is Klopp's domain, motherfucker. Right, another free kick. Will Maguire just boot this one out of play again, or will he do something a little bit more intelligent? Nope, he just boots it straight to or to James. Shocking. Shocking. Maguire needs to be taking off free kicks, the state of those two. Rudiger now. Out left hand side to Aspilicueta. He rolls the ball down the line to the invisible man and it goes out for a throw into United right hand side. Neil before Klopp said, Lampard getting schooled by Ollie. Oh dear. Oliver Brindle over on Hot Mike just wants Chelsea to get one goal. Just one he's asking for. Bruno Fernandes wins it back in midfield. But Chelsea have turned it back over now. Willian out on that left hand side. Shaw has it now for United. Puts it out of play. Throw into Chelsea. Mount wants to take it quickly. Leaves it for Azpilicueta. He throws it to Willian. Back to Azpilicueta. They need something quick, Chelsea. Kovacic down the line. Azpilicueta pulls it back. Deflection. Another corner. Poor Frankie, said Ross Dunn. Poor Frankie. Don't forget, ladies and gents, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up as well. Thank you for joining us. Still a few minutes to go. Ball in. It's cleared. Back post. Header. James. It's still not dropping for Chelsea. It just won't drop. Pedro. Strike. Deflection. Again, United players putting their bodies on the line. And it goes out for another corner. That Manchester United goal somehow still remains intact. James comes across to take it. Asks the official, is it okay? The ball is overhanging the quadrant. Ball in from James. It's up in the air. Maguire heads it away. Ooh, that's a high boo. That's a high boo. Fernandes going to see a yellow for that, surely. Anthony Taylor saying no. Are you shitting me, Anthony Taylor? He could have decapitated the man. How the fuck is that not a booking? Sadio Mane was sent off for kicking Ederson in the head in a very similar scenario. Surely to Christ Bruno Fernandes gets a yellow for that. Again, another example of the referees just making the damn rules up as they go along. Shocking. Shocking from Anthony Taylor. How the hell do you send off Sadio Mane for kicking Ederson in the head but not even book Fernandes for that? Absolute nonsense. Free kick to Chelsea now. Mount strikes, hits the post, catches David De Gea out. What's De Gea down for now? De Gea's down injured. What the fuck? Chelsea pumped the ball into the box. The referee blows up. David De Gea is lying down injured. I don't know what he's doing. He's waving his legs around like he's fucking dancing. I don't know what he's doing. He's holding his shoulder by the looks of it. His right shoulder. Mount hits the free kick. It hits the post. Doesn't look like he... Does he collide with his right shoulder in that here? I don't see how on earth he's hurt his right shoulder there. Unless, of course, he's just impacted with the ground and pulled a muscle or something. I don't know, but didn't look like there was any collision or anything like that in his right side. "30 seconds of normal time left here. United getting ready to bring on Igalo, who's on the sidelines. Rod's in the house. How are we, Rod? Again, De Gea's just getting a little bit of treatment. Don't forget, ladies and gents, on YouTube, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Keep those comments coming. Still a few minutes to go here. We'll see what the referee adds on for additional time now. Anthony Martial is coming off to be replaced by Odion Igalo for his first United appearance after his transfer from China in the January window. Five minutes of additional time. 5 minutes have been added on by the referee. Rudiger now has it for Chelsea. Looks like the points are going back to Old Trafford, but you know, stranger things have happened. James now. Willian. United have taken Igalo now for United. His first touch in the United shirt. Fred. Bruno Fernandes. Ball down the line towards Igalo. Throw into Chelsea. Taken quickly by Zuma. Referee says bring it back. United want to make another substitution. I think it's Dalot that's about to come on. Bruno Fernandes about to come off now to be replaced by Diogo Dalot, I think, for the last couple of minutes. It is indeed Diogo Dalot, sorry, to be replaced. To replace Bruno Fernandes. Right, 3.5 minutes to go. Throw in taken by Chelsea. Kovacic. Back to Rudiger. Rudiger goes out left hand side to Azpilicueta. He plays the ball out off United player. That'll be a throw into Chelsea. Throw in taken. Mount now. Switches the ball out right hand side. Pulled out of the air. United win it back. Shaw. Out left hand side to Pereira. Back inside. Fred. Gives it to Jorginho. Wins it back. Good determination by Fred. Igalo. Oh, he had a chance. He had a chance to cap his first United performance with a goal. But it was good footwork. Good save by Willy Caballero. Chance there to make it 3-0. Shaw. Pereira. Ball down the line to Fred. Fred keeping it out in the corner flag. Running down the clock. Tries to buy a cheap free kick. Anthony Taylor says get up. So let me ask a question. If Anthony Taylor just told him to get up because there was no free kick, where's his yellow? Do you know what I mean? Where's his yellow? There was a yellow for Willian in the first half for what he deems to be simulation. Where's the yellow there? Again, hypocrisies from referees in the Premier League. I don't like seeing double standards. Throw in taken. 2 minutes of additional time to go. United definitely on their way to 3 points here. Jorginho. Ball out right hand side. Again, Jorginho. Giroud wins it back for Chelsea. James. He switches the play across to Azpilicueta on that left hand side. Ball into the box. Giroud can't get there and Williams will shepherd that out. And leave it go. No, he keeps it in. Didn't think the ball was going to make it, so he clears his lines. Zuma. Jorginho. Kovacic. Good footwork by him. Spins around. Plays a little ball through to Mason Mount. Mount tries a reverse pass to Giroud, but Maguire gets there ahead of him, clears his lines and puts it out for a Chelsea throw. We're into the final minute of additional time here. Chelsea 0, Manchester United 2. Kovacic. Jorginho. Back out to Willian. Ball into the box from him. Cleared. Second ball cleared. Wan-Bissaka hooks it away. It'll be another Chelsea throw-in, I think. No, Rudiger's done well to keep it in play. He's then fouled by Igalo and that'll be a free kick to Chelsea. Zuma, 15 seconds to go. Ball out right hand side to James. Chelsea fans are going to be absolutely fuming at this performance, and rightly so. If you're a Manchester United fan, you're absolutely delighted with this. Clean sheet, 3 points, and you close the gap to Chelsea to 3. Looks like United are right back in the hunt for a Champions League place. Willian now, last roll of the dice for a goal here from Chelsea. Edge of the box, Mount, strike, deflection. That'll go wide. Referee blows the whistle, brings the game to an end. Manchester United have gone to Stamford Bridge and beaten Chelsea by 2-0. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be absolutely delighted with that one. Any Manchester United fans will be absolutely delighted. If you're a Chelsea fan right now, you've got to be quite angry about that one. Look, ladies and gentlemen, hit that subscribe button on YouTube before you head off. Give us a thumbs up. We'll be back tomorrow night for a watch-along of Liverpool's trip to Atletico, to the Wanda Metropolitano in the last 16 of the Champions League. Hopefully you can join us for that one. Make sure to download Hot Mic before you head off. Put in the code Anfield Agenda, all one word, all caps on sign off. Ladies and gents, I'll be there. Talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy. Thank you for watching.